Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. This is the Watchalong for Manchester United versus Fulham at Craven Cottage. I'm joined by Jay Motty. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
You excited?
I feel like we've had a good morning. We've had a little bit of breakfast. We've had a bit of a catch up. It's all happy. And then Macca tells us the team news, and now it's like
it's all kicking off again. You're fuming, aren't you?
I'm not fuming. I'm kind of just.
He's not angry.
Can't
He's
be
just
arsed
disappointed
with it anymore. But
should we go through?
If a manager keeps picking McTominay and Eriksen in midfield, is cruising for a one thing.
What would you have gone for midfield wise just before we get into the
anything but that?
Anything
do you know what? No, on that front, I'd have gone Amrabat.
Amrabat, Mount, Amrabat, Hannibal, Maino.
Yeah, I'd
Mount and fucking Altai Bayindia.
Yeah,
whatever you want to do, it's better than McTominay hiding and Eriksen.
I don't mind. I wouldn't.
Eriksen gliding.
Yeah, Eriksen in a sort of holding midfield role. If that's how it works out, it's not the one. But I'm not surprised he's picked Eriksen, to be honest with you, because I said this on the preview that there was a time when Eriksen, when we were playing really well, and Eriksen was a big part of that, he might revert back to that because he's trying to get us out of a rut.
Yeah.
But the McTominay one, I'm kind of with Mac. I've been saying this since he got those goals against Brentford. He got those goals against Brentford and he keeps getting back in the team. But when he's in midfield, McTominay, I don't think he does enough. I don't think he does. Like, I understand he scored against Sheffield United and he scored 2 against Brentford, but
he's also given away 2 penalties in that time.
But he's not, as a midfielder, he doesn't offer you what you need from midfield. Yeah. And especially if he's going to be our holding midfielder. Against I've not seen a Fulham team, but they've got some midfielders who...
Paulina's better than
they've got decent midfielders. Like, Pereira has done okay for them. He's not set the world alight, but he's done all right, and Paulina's done well. So it could be a little bit of a tough one in midfield. You want someone who's going to get stuck in. I don't know if McTominay always does that. He's certainly not done it this season. I think it's like Ten Hag's looked at the goals and thought, right, I'll play him because he scores. I think that's a bit back to front. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's playing him because you know what you're going to get out of him. I think Amrabat he cost us a goal in the last game. I think he's been okay, but he occasionally in games he gets caught for pace, I think, in terms of like how fast he's playing the ball.
Yeah.
And everyone else, Hannibal, again, he's a kid.
Do you know what I hate that though?
Mainly just got back from
I understand your point, and Mac was probably being a little bit facetious when he was saying play Hannibal and Mainu, but
no, I wasn't.
All right, but with Hannibal,
I wasn't.
I'd like to see him being given more than just an hour here and there. Like, he got an hour, was it an hour on Wednesday? But I know he got a booking or whatever. And
you got a booking and 2 other fouls afterwards.
But I think but that's it then. That's
at least he does something.
That's
at least he gets involved.
You're out, like, I don't think that's bad management. But for a youngster, again, give him another chance. Because he's had more good games in midfield for United this season than somebody's had in midfield.
Just to sort of counter that a little bit, were we 2 or 3-0 down when he came off? It wasn't a successful night in midfield, was it? And I'm not blaming him, but I can see why Ten Hag's thinking, right, we lost 3-0 again.
But I think a 20-year-old, giving him a run might help him rather than just giving him an hour here, 45 minutes here. You're right, it wasn't a great performance by Hannibal, but that shouldn't be him done. And it feels like it will be now. Well, because against Galatasaray, I thought he did okay for 45 minutes, got subbed off, it wasn't amazing, and then he don't play for a month.
Yeah.
And I think
the trouble is, McTominay can play every week, stink the place out. Eriksen can play every week, not offer anything off the ball. And they start big games. They started the Manchester derby. They're starting today. If that's what you're putting your midfield on, I'm worried. I'm worried for him. Everyone knows I'm behind Erik ten Hag, but you're picking this team every week. It seems like a choice for Varane not to be in the team today. Like Maguire, McTominay, like these are players that should have been gone in the summer. Yet here we are relying on them. It's just depressing, man. You spent 60 million on Mount. You wanted Amrabat all summer. Fucking use them instead of these useless cunts.
Don't sit on the fence, Macca. Can we
I'm
have a look?
Sick of it, man.
Can we have a little bit of volume as well, please, just so we can pick up? I think we've had an interview from Erik ten Hag. So if you can go on one of the aggregator accounts, they'll have the text from that account. Get involved in it. Joe's doing comments. Get involved in the chat in the comments as well. Just on that, Macca, I want to ask you about the Varane one because you're unarguably Johnny Evans' biggest fan. Are you surprised that he's getting the nod? Or would you have actually Maguire?
I don't know what. Something's going on.
Because it does seem a little bit odd to me that someone like Raphael Varane, who...
Like, we played him midweek.
Been on the bench twice.
Like, we played him against Copenhagen, didn't play him against Man City. That was odd.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what's going on. I'm just... I'm lost.
This is what worries me, right? Because for the Newcastle game, when that team was announced, I got it.
And then Anthony starts.
I understood the team. Do you know what I mean? Like for that Newcastle game, we sat here. I went Hannibal in midfield. I like to see that. Casemiro's back in. It makes sense. Give him out a start. Okay, you know what I mean? Like taking Rashford out. I understand it. I get it. This one, I'm kind of with Maka in the sense that I don't know.
I wonder what the Varane one is the main one for me. The other ones I kind of get. Amrabat wasn't great the other night.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give
Hannibal
you that.
Has been okay,
but again, even though I would pick him, I understand your point.
Yeah, that midfield of Eriksen, Fernandes, and McTominay is 2 of the 3 midfield that started that fantastic run of games last season, and the other one is now out for 6 weeks in Casemiro. So it's not a particularly radical midfield. I understand your points of like why go for Amrabat and Mount if you're not going to find a way to fit him in. I do get that. The centre-back one is the one I don't get because we know he likes Varane. He played him every single game he was fit last season. We know he likes him. And we know he doesn't particularly fancy Maguire because he was willing to sell him.
Can you get his quotes up, bro? Just in case we're talking about
the only
something
one we've got so far is him on
Rashford
saying that Rashford's not fit.
Right.
And I'll bring you any more as they come.
Because I'm hoping there'll be some sort of explanation. Because I'm with you. Because what worries me is if you look at that defence of Maguire and Evans, it's not the best. And then what protection has it got? Who's the holding midfielder in front of Maguire and Evans? Scott McTominay, who's not really a DM anyway.
But who have we got that is a DM?
But I think if Casemiro doesn't play, I'd play Amrabat. I know he wasn't great the other day, but I think he's better than Scott McTominay. You saw it in the derby. What happened when Amrabat come off? There's just a hole there. Because Scott McTominay doesn't even fill the position the way he should do. No. And Christian Eriksen, like Maka said, off the ball. Listen, I like
After
Christian
45
Eriksen.
minutes.
He's great. He's a great player. Yeah. Off the ball, though, he offers almost nothing.
I don't get why he's bought these players, I genuinely don't. You've got to use them, surely. Why are we playing Eriksen and McTominay? I'm going to keep repeating myself, and I feel like I repeat myself every time he picks a team for the league. Why are we picking them? And then you can go, right, he's picked a different midfield, maybe that's why Mount don't get in. Play Mount in Anthony's position, Jesus Christ, play anybody in Anthony's position. The guy is useless, man. He don't do anything. He don't attack a fullback. The only time he seems to want to attack a fullback is if they wave a finger in his eye. Like, he doesn't do anything. I genuinely don't know what... Anthony and Maguire are some of the biggest wastes of money I've ever seen in my life, man. Like, 160 odd £1 million there between them two. Jesus wept.
This is the one thing that I think is going to do for him as well tonight. Like, not the one thing, but one of many things is if you're spending all this money, the players have either got to deliver or you've got to trust them. And it feels at the minute it's either they're not delivering in the case of Anthony or we don't really trust him in the case of Mount. And either way, it's not a great look. Because you can't, like, if you could say, I've got an injury crisis, I inherited these defenders, I've got to use them. All right, understand, okay, I get it. But you've bought some of these players. You bought Anthony. You decide, I know, obviously, we overpaid for him, but you wanted him. He's not performing. Mount, you wanted him, and you're not playing him. So it feels like that could be a stick to beat him with. Because he's under a lot of pressure. And if you're not picking or trusting players that you've bought and spent a lot of money on, then people are going to use that against you.
It does make me worry about what's going on a training pitch, man. If you can't build some form of team or midfield out of the players that are on that bench there, then I don't know. Now, his thinking could be, I haven't got the defenders I want, so I have to go more direct. So maybe he's picking a team to be more suited to direct game, but I feel like I'm trying to bring logic to something that is illogical at this point.
What are the comments saying, bro?
McTominay and Eriksen makes no sense. I think people are probably just depressed that we're being so negative, but I don't know what else to think.
Some people are talking about...
I see this McTominay fella start every week.
Yeah, I hear that.
Talking about Mount saying that Grealish was rotation for a long time at City, and that just because you've been bought in for a lot of money doesn't mean that you start every single week.
Because we're trying to bed him into a really functioning winning team, aren't we?
Surely it's even harder to bed him into this team than it would be to bed a player into City's team.
No, but the difference is City's team was winning every game without Jack Grealish. We're not. We're losing games.
But we're not winning games with Mount.
But
are we?
We're not using Mount.
We're not going to win games with McTominay.
And also, look at the players that are ahead of him. They've had a lot more opportunities than he has. Like, it's not even the Mason Mount one that is particularly egregious to me. Although it's one of them. I just feel that Andy's not stepped.
Them 2 goals McTominay scored against Brentford have fucked us.
I'm more surprised that he's not gone with Amrabat over McTominay, because I think Amrabat, for all his faults, is a better defensive midfielder than Scott McTominay is. And
Why didn't we keep Fred?
And I think that's relatively obvious. I do. And it surprises me because I think...
It's another manager, though, picking Scott McTominay, isn't it?
But why, though?
Don't know. They all do.
They wanted rid of him in the summer.
I know. But that's the thing. That's what I don't get. He wanted to get rid of him in the summer. He was willing to get rid of Maguire in the summer. Johnny Evans was a sort of an afterthought that stuck around because, you know, we've got rid of Phil Jones and Eric Bailly, and in a crisis we might need you. And now he's starting every game, and Varane's on the bench. There must be something up with Varane.
There's something going on with Varane.
There was. I know people don't like these accounts, right? I don't understand why not. But there was that account who did break a few stories, and he said that Varane was upset about being left out of the derby, and there was more to his illness than just him being ill.
But then that's meant, like, why are you leaving him out of the derby?
It's crazy that.
Like, and
he said it's tactical. Mental. He didn't say he was injured or there was an issue. He said it's tactical that I've decided to play a 35-year-old Johnny Evans over 4-time Champions League with Raphael Varane, who's what, 30?
The way he phrased it, though, was like, I did that to get the best out of Harry Maguire. Almost as though he's saying, though, that if I play Maguire on the left, that is a bigger weakness than playing sort of Johnny Evans there, if you know what I mean, or whatever it was. I can't remember how I phrased it, but it made me think what he's trying to do is minimise the weaknesses rather than emphasise the strengths. Like, I think he's in defence mode at the minute.
But I get your point.
I think he's trying to just...
like playing Victor Lindelof at left back for the derby over Sergio Reguilon, I felt sorry for Lindelof. He was getting pelters off the crowd, but I felt sorry for him because he's not a left back. Mm-hmm. He was having a stinker, but he's not a left back, and he shouldn't be playing there. So
McTominay must be like Brian Robson in training. That's all I can think of.
It might be.
Because tell me what he does. People seem to think he's this midfield destroyer that breaks things up, wins the ball, helps us counter-attack and all that.
Listen, I hope. Do you know what? I hope we're wrong. I hope that Scott McTominay has a world day. I hope that the defence keeps a clean sheet. I hope Eriksen sets up a load of goals, and I hope Anthony gets on the score sheet. I hope I'm wrong. Just looking at that team, it does worry me. It does worry me.
To be fair, when I look at that team, I don't think it's a disastrous team. The defence is weird, but at least we've got 2 full-backs and 2 centre-backs, which is more than we can say for most.
This is how low the bar is, though, isn't it, bro? It's not disastrous.
I don't think that midfield is that bad.
I just think
Fernandes.
I mean, it's fucking awful, bro.
But you swapped Casemiro for that, and it won. What was the run we went on last season? Like 18 wins in 22
because you
games.
take McTominay out, who's one of the worst midfielders in the Premier League, and replace him with one of the best in the world.
Yeah, but we haven't got that option today, have we? That's the thing,
man. With this shit,
I just think Scott.
The game hasn't even started.
Scott McTominay as a DM worries me. It does.
I just don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. I don't understand what is he seeing, bruv.
And also
I'm trying not to speak
this
pure negativity.
This thing of
get what he's seeing.
I understand he didn't have a great game against Newcastle, Amrabat, but dropping him for the next game, then he'll probably bring him in next week. I think that doesn't help.
But isn't that just when another manager does it? Isn't that just called rotation and it's sort of praised?
Not when you're bringing him off in the derby, right, after 45 minutes and creating a big hole that even I can see in that midfield that City exploit. Yeah. So then you bring him in for Newcastle game, then you drop him for the next game. That's not rotation. That's you don't know what you're doing.
Do you know what Scott McTominay? I think what he thinks Scott McTominay brings, because what he definitely doesn't bring is passing. He's in the bottom 5% for passes attempted.
I don't need the stats. My eyes tell me all I need to know about his useless.
But what I'm trying to come up with a logic to play him.
Go on, then. So that's fair enough.
What he does bring is
punishment. Managers use Scott McTominay as a punishment for other players. Look, this is a guy that runs around a lot in training. He's at the front of the queue when it comes to all the drills. So for me, he looks like he works hard in training. This is what Jose Mourinho did. They know he's not good. They know he's not better than the other midfielders you have. You're making a point. Is that point Hannibal? You run around too much. Therefore, I need more control. I don't know. I'm trying to see it from Hannibal. You need to calm down. You need to be more like McTominay and just useless. Stand still. Amrabat. I think he's trying to make points to other players because there's nothing McTominay does that is better than anything those players offer. Yet he starts.
Well, what he does
is to go. He runs around a lot in training. Lads, you need to do the same.
His tackles in the defensive third are in the top 5% in the league. His shots blocked are in the top 1% in the league. His clearances are in the top 1% in the league. His aerials are in the top 10% in the league. He's not very good at many things, but he can do a couple of... No, I'm not saying he's a great player. And on the ball, if you look at his passing stats, they're genuinely horrendous.
Every pass by him is a clearance.
And also, every pass is a clearance, and also, he makes 24 passes per game, which puts him in the bottom 10%.
That's a lot for him.
But that's
I've
horrendous.
seen some games where he had 8.
Yeah,
the weird thing is,
but I think
like,
defensively, in your final third, he does have a couple of areas
you've got some
where
stats
he's
there,
okay.
right, okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
If you saw him in that Brighton game, I thought he was woeful. Bayern Munich, I thought he was poor. Sheffield United got the goal, but I thought he was poor.
I completely agree with
like,
you.
So,
yeah.
I understand you've got
People
some stats
keep going,
there.
Scott McTominay is our top goal scorer.
Like,
What do you fucking do? Stick him up front then.
Like, watching those games with him in midfield, in that role, he's been poor. That's my point. Like, I understand you saying...
I'm trying to come up with a reason why Ten Hag
There's
started.
no reason.
I'm not saying I would have started.
Yeah.
I mean, I predicted that Ten Hag would, and I got it right.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a very good player.
Lost the plot.
I mean, listen, there's a chance... Somebody does something there. I hope he does.
No, there's always a chance he
Yeah,
scores
I
a
hope
goal
he does.
Because he stands in the box, he's big and he's a bit physical.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
There's
But you
also-
play in midfield to defend, to be good in the press, good in transition, win the ball back, make blocks, fucking pass the ball to a teammate once in a while.
It's quite worrying for me as well, the amount of money we've spent. That bench don't fill me with confidence. I know we've got injuries, but...
Yeah,
Our
but
bench is better than our first 11.
The injuries does
I'd rather
make a
play
massive
them,
difference.
I don't...
how many? 9 than them 11.
The injuries do make a massive
But if
difference.
we're chasing the game,
Yeah.
and we've got, what, 1 Premier League goal on the bench? In Hannibal?
What's
Am I
that?
missing someone?
That's only 3 less than we've got on the pitch.
Right, it's not... I mean, I know you're laughing, but it's
Well,
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, but what's he meant to do? He can't put players on the bench that we ain't got. I don't know, we're just shit. That's the problem, isn't it? The squad's not very good at the minute. Rashford's injured, Casemiro's injured.
I think
they were
you could-
2
you
of our
could
best
mix
3
up-
players last
I don't
season.
know.
Martinez the other one. All of our best 3 players from last season are injured. That hurts you, doesn't it? They were our best 3 players last season. I think, pretty much unanimously, and they're all out. So now we've got to find another way to do it. It is hard.
I see Anthony roll the ball under his foot today. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna see that 25, 30 times.
TV.
I don't know.
see
I
that.
don't know. It's maybe maybe he could have. I don't know though. He's like, if he drops Garnacho to the bench, then he just play at left wing. Maybe he could have
You know who's better than Scott McTominay?
mixed it up a
Andreas
little bit.
Pereira.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Mount-
maybe he
Mount
could have
on
done
the
because I think Garnacho from the bench is a force.
Yeah.
As we saw against Fulham last season.
Yeah, I agree.
The trouble is, I look at that bench and I see Martial who's checked out, Palestra who, despite I like the kid, but he hasn't really done anything. Mount who looks like he's low on confidence, and dropping him's not going to fill him with any more confidence. Mainoo who's only coming back from an injury. Hannibal, who to be fair I quite like, and then obviously it's defensive
No, I don't
players.
get. We brought Mount in. He got like 2 assists and all this, and then just dropped.
I don't know.
We tried like the Bruno Mount thing once and went, it don't work. Yeah, maybe because we need to try it a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't
Well,
seem
maybe
to
we
want
need
to
to
try
do it
things.
twice.
But
Didn't he?
we
And then
seem
he got
to
injured.
let this McTominay Ericsson one fail all the time. Fulham's team anyway, Leno,
Yeah.
Jay Leno in goal, Castagna, Bassi, Ream, Robinson, Wilson, Palhinha's so good. Walks into our team with his hands behind his back.
That's exactly who you need there. Swap McTominay for Palhinha. This team's
Take out
twice as
Ericsson
good
and McTominay, replace both of them.
with 2 Palhinhas.
Iwobi, Pereira, Andreas gets into this team right now. Willian and Rodrigo Munoz. Isn't he from goal?
Yeah. Plays for Newcastle. He got the transfer from Newcastle, didn't he? I don't know. I think that's a team capable of winning Premier League matches. We're not great, but the other thing is, look on the bench. Tell me the last time any of those players on the bench had 2 good games in a row for Man United.
That's why I'm not feel confident when I look at it on the bench. That's my point.
But I mean,
and I know you say we've got who's injured. Sorry,
Rashford, Martinez, Casemiro, our best 3
for
players from last season.
attacking matters. Rashford obviously is massive injury, but I think it shows more about some of the wastefulness we've done with spending as well, and poor transfer policies, because Martial's still here.
Yeah,
and what's he offering you?
Nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Where
I know
you-
Rashford's out, but Rashford's got 1 Premier League goal this season anyway, and it's like we're so weak, and it's like, well, Rashford's injured. I know that's not the only point you're making, but weak attacking wise, well, Rashford's out. All right, then that's 1 player who's got 1 Premier League goal this season.
Yeah.
And look at that bench; it's still woeful, and I think
How do
that's
we-
more an indictment of our transfer policy.
How do we turn this around then, do you think? Just winning and slowly building up a bit of confidence? I don't think... We saw, didn't we, after Brentford and Brighton last season, there was a bit of a snap, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And it got 2-3 levels up overnight.
Yeah.
And we went on that run. that I don't think that's happening this season. We're too far into this season. We're not going to see a snap. We need, like we did the other week, three wins in a row. Okay, a couple of setbacks. 3 wins in a row, a draw. 3 wins in a row, and then maybe by Christmas we can start to see a little bit of confidence. Do you think there's any other way? There's no quick fix at this point. I don't think. Do you?
I think for me, Eric Ten Hag just needs to do enough. This is my opinion and what I want to see happen to keep his job.
Yeah,
that's it. I almost feel that we're almost at the stage where you're writing off this season in November. But I think if we keep losing matches, he loses his job.
I'm so glad the FA Cup doesn't start till January.
I know, right?
Because we'd be out of that now.
Because I think there's a good chance we're out of the Champions League sooner rather than later, like physically.
Yeah.
Out
if we make it out of the groups, which is unlikely.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I don't think we will. I think once you lose to Bayern or Galatasaray,
we need to beat Copenhagen and Galatasaray, don't we?
That's what I mean. So my main worry is if the results keep going south, he'll get sacked because he can't keep losing matches. I just want to see him do enough to keep his job. Maybe in January, I know it's bad to look to the January window, but maybe in January we bring another striker and been linked with a couple, and we start getting going again. And he just does enough that he gets another season, because I believe in Eric Ten Hag and I want to see him being given more of an opportunity. But if we keep losing, he won't be. I just hope today, he's got it right, and our worries are misplaced because. The short and long of it is, even with the arguments we're all making, every choice is flawed.
Yeah, exactly.
Amrabat is flawed. I'm not going to pretend he isn't. Hannibal is flawed. Mainu is flawed because he's just coming back from injury. Mount is flawed. Palestri is flawed. Martial, like every single option you look at, there is a flaw there. The one that isn't as flawed as the others, I think, is Varane.
Yeah,
I think that's the one.
That's the one for me that really stands out there. All the rest I can understand. I don't know why Varane ain't playing.
I don't see there's an issue with starting Raphael Varane
me neither.
at all.
And you say we've got issues in our team, yeah?
Bit baffling.
They're in defence and midfield, and there's 3 of his signings sat there on the bench.
Nah, I hear that.
He's gone mad.
And I wonder, I don't know unless there's a real reason behind it.
Cracked him up.
What does Varane think? Seeing like he can't even get in a team now. He turned, he's retired from international football. He turned a move down in the summer. He's one of the most successful defenders of all time, and he's sat on the bench again.
How old is he? He's only 31, isn't he? He's not even that old.
31.
30.
30.
So he's not gone.
What's he thinking? He's sat there.
Also, going on
what are other players thinking? Because you must know that's Raphael Varane, who's been mint for you, and who is a top defender. You're thinking, right?
But also, this is the thing that I don't get is he was one of Ten Hag's main men last season.
Yeah.
He was first name on the team sheet. Him and Martinez, if they're fit, every single week. Like, no question. There was not even Maguire literally lost the captaincy over that partnership. So it's not like you don't like him.
I do think that's a big part of our issues, the defence, and not having Martinez and not having Varane on a regular basis available.
It just seems crackers though. You lose Martinez and then you take Varane out as well.
Then you got your midfield of anyone who can pass the ball.
It seems slightly. I think Eriksen.
And you know what's mad? You see this midfield. I promise you, it's going to be McTominay stood next to Rasmus Højlund, clown, and Fernandes and Eriksen doing all the dirty work at number 6. I promise you that's what you're going to see out here on Craven Cottage pitch today. I promise you, McTominay running around up top like he's fucking Pele or something.
You do not punish midfielders, Scottish or otherwise.
Sick of it.
For having big breasts.
We've got a few
good breasts.
Super chats. Emma McEnany says, confused about the lineup. Scott over Amrabat and Mount, Maguire and Evans over Varane, and Anthony on the pitch at all. I think it's sort of summed it up there.
This is the thing, innit?
Yeah. Buzz Milner says, only 3 from that starting 11 are Ten Hag signings. Interesting. I wonder why how many are on the bench there is signings? Does Reguilon count? I suppose it does. Amrabat.
No, 4. Evans, Onana.
No, on the bench.
Oh, sorry.
3 on the bench. So 3 on the bench there is, 3 on the pitch there is.
Of his signings?
Yeah. I guess Bayindir and Reguilon count, don't they? But
Bayindir, Reguilon, Amrabat.
You can't count Evans, Bayindir, Reguilon, really.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Right, okay.
Because they're not like... They weren't brought into the first team. But then again, Johnny Evans is now, so who knows? But yeah. Anyway. AD, with a word in there that I don't know about, so maybe Adam, you should read that.
What's that?
That one. Don't know what that means.
Adam, don't let the Pudus get you down. It's like just pussies, isn't it?
Yeah, don't let it get
I feel like we're in uncensored territory again. I'm
sick of it, bro.
People saying we're broken McCullough, and I was like, what's going on? I watched Uncensored and I saw why.
Let's wait and see.
The
game's not started yet.
And with this guy, bro, but what are you doing?
The thing is,
you've gone mental.
But do you think though?
He's literally gone mental.
The thing I don't understand is, and I know that I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, if you've not played, if you ain't got the badges, you can't comment. I think that's ridiculous. We've seen so many non-footballing people become great footballing analysts and managers and stuff. But
I mean, you're looking at 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. However,
why are you laughing?
He is.
Who laughed then?
He is.
That says it all. That when even our own staff laugh at that comment. Hey,
what is this?
It's like fucking Beavis and Butthead behind
made them two are horrible together. Honestly. Hey.
But Ten Hag is a highly trained, highly successful football manager to a standard that we can't even.
Is he
highly trained fighting machine?
But what I'm saying is,
he came from Holland.
He knows the tech. He knows the books. Like, he's fucking learned it in a classroom.
Downloaded the apps.
That's what I'm saying. He's done everything that we haven't. Everything that us lot and Twitter and the comments haven't done. He's managed at the top level, won trophies at the top level. So he's seeing something. So we need to try and work out what he's trying to do.
Do you know what worries me?
Because there's not no plan,
One
is
thing
there?
that worries me.
Yeah.
Is sometimes, you saw it with Jose towards the end, is where it's not even necessarily picking the best players. You're picking the players that are listening to you. You're picking the players
that hate you the least.
And that's what's worrying me.
That's
right
what's
now.
worrying me.
That tells me
is
you've
Johnny
lost the
Evans
dressing
and
room.
Harry Maguire listening to him more than Varane is?
Yeah.
Is McTominay doing what he's told more than Amrabat is or Hannibal is? Is that the reason he's picking him?
I can't imagine.
And if he's lost Amrabat already, Jesus.
No, but that's my worry. I'm not saying he has. That is my concern. Is it? Well, Anthony's told it. What he does is he's told. So I'm going to stick with him.
That could be the explanation.
Yeah,
and if
that
it
worries
is,
me because that's the end game.
We've got a big problem.
Exactly. Do you remember when we saw Pogba on the bench and Pereira starting or Lingard starting or whoever starting on the Jose or Fellaini because he did as he was told? And everyone was like, what is going on here? Why is Pogba on the bench?
I can't stand this guy, you know.
Honestly, that's what worries me. I'm not saying that's the case.
Him.
If you're wondering what McCullough's on about, it's a diminutive Brazilian winger.
Yeah.
It's just popped up on the screen. To be fair, right, to Eriksen, I do feel sorry for him a little bit because he's a good player, he's a good kid. He's just, I just don't like it when he's asked to do a role that doesn't suit him because it's not his fault. Like, you can't buy Eriksen and tell him to do something that he can't do. Do you know what I mean? That's not his fault.
Even our Rondo's a shit, man. Fucking hell. Just running around like lunatics,
Top
man.
class stuff, that.
Jesus.
Hey.
You know who does fill me with a lot of positivity?
Go on.
Hoyland. I mean, he
I
scored
feel
fuck all
I need
goals.
him to get a goal. I need him to get a goal because the last thing I want is
If
him
I could
to
buy
lose
someone
his...
a goal today in a 3-1 defeat,
How much would you pay for a Hoyland
Rasmus
goal?
Hoyland, yeah.
Would you pay 500 quid for him to score today?
Oh, no.
60 quid.
Once upon a time, I would have paid
drop off.
Once upon a time, I would have.
Yeah.
But these twats.
Should we do the touching his picture thing? It worked for Martial.
Nah.
Come on.
It didn't work for Martial.
It did work for Martial.
Short term it did, but we sold his soul for that picture.
Mate, I'll sell Hoyland's soul for a goal at Craven Cottage.
I'd sell my soul for a Premier League title, man.
We can't have. I feel like I know where you're going with it.
I'd do some naughty things.
I worry with Hoyland, it becomes a massive thing.
Yeah. And
we'll drag him down to our level soon. Don't worry about that. We'll all hate him in about a week.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I don't want is for him to stop running and stop doing the work that he's doing that's making him look good. If he thinks, well, I'm doing all that and it's not working, and he stops, then he's fucked.
Yeah.
But he needs to not lose his head and get down because he's not scoring, because he's playing really well.
Do you not think there's any merit? Can I ask you a question?
I'd love you to.
And this is just, I'm putting it out there. You might completely disagree.
I do.
Right. Okay. Let me ask you
tell you
first.
now.
Before, right. Okay.
Of course, no.
Right. Anthony's on the left. On the right. Sorry. Get it right. Anthony's on the right, cutting in on his left foot.
Be on the left.
Yeah. Cutting in on his left foot. Yeah.
Yep.
Shooting all the time. Garnacho's on the left, putting it on his right foot, shooting all the time.
I love this.
Why don't you swap them round and try and feed Hoyland with their natural foot crossing?
Right. I completely agree with you.
Right.
My dad said that. I was on the phone to my dad the other day, and he said, "I know I'm being a bit of a sort of old-fashioned old man.
Yeah, why not do that?
Why not give Anthony a go on the left?
Yeah, whip it in, stop shooting, and
use
cross
the
it.
one skill you've got, which is opening your body up onto your left foot, making a bit. He finds half a yard. He's good at that.
Yeah.
On his left hand side, and whip balls into the box.
And then maybe Hoyland will get a goal as well.
I honestly, I would give it a go. Like in the same way I said to you the other day, I appreciate Martial's style. Is this sort of languid, slightly casual look.
Yeah.
But you've been shit for 3 years.
Yeah.
Try something else for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, let me just see you try something. I'll be up for that with Anthony especially.
Yeah. Because I was talking about this at the game the other day, swapping him
fuck
around.
off.
No,
playing him on the left.
Playing him on the left, play Garnacho on the right, and tell him to cross the ball into Højlund.
Yeah.
Stop shooting.
Anthony
get in.
cannot cross the ball.
Well, he can't shoot, so we've got to try and get something out of him.
We've got Garnacho now who's going to run down into blind alleys. And Anthony, who's never going to pass, is just going to cut.
Well, that's why you need to tell him to.
Stupid thing, roll the ball under his foot and then shoot fucking over. I'm done, Jay.
I rarely get this upset when United lose, let alone from the team news.
He makes me feel more positive.
Andy
Tate's going to be here for Andy Tate half time. He'll have a lot to say. Don't you worry about that.
I might have a that.
Let me know. Going nightclubbing for? You're older than me.
How dare you?
Hey, what?
He said,
I've missed a Macca sulk on the Watchalong.
I know it's been a while, hasn't it?
Do you remember the one where he didn't talk for 20 minutes?
It's been far too positive.
That was my favourite. He went like that. He went.
Yeah, unplugged his mic and fucked off. Unbelievable. Brian Casey said the club.
I didn't fuck off
because we were drawing against Wolves.
Emotionally, you did. Did we win that game?
Yeah, we did. And he plugged his mic back in and celebrated with us.
Well, Dean just texted me and said, preach. So hold tight, Dean.
Wait, Dean, your mate?
Yeah.
I love your mate, Dean, but I'm not going to use him as an example of what's sane.
No, he is sane. He's the only thing sane in this world. It's Dean.
We used to have a nice chats over lockdown, didn't we? Done the videos we used to do with Dean.
Dean's ace. I love Dean.
Yeah, he's great. Brian Casey, the club needs an entire reset from the top down. New owners, new board, new CEO and director of football, funds for
new fan channel,
every window, new fan channels.
How dare you?
What I have got though, what I do like to talk about, which isn't a sentence, what I would like to talk about, speaking of new owners and that. Report
and
yesterday.
That does so much
because it isn't new owners.
I love the words and that.
I get
they get me out of so much trouble.
And that.
I said and that. I didn't mean literally, did I?
And that.
Well, that's what I mean. It is new owners and that because it's not new owners, but we have got a new owner.
You can add and that onto anything.
Yeah, you can. Beans on
what
toast.
What do you want for you to say? Yeah, I'll just have egg and chips and that.
Because what were you doing for a sausage?
Chilling on that.
Yeah, chilling. Why are you in court? I got nicked and that.
Bad decision making and that. Yeah. But we saw a report yesterday that Jim Ratcliffe's going to be coming in and that he's promising an initial 250 million quid's worth of.
This is how much in the mud I am. I'm getting excited about that.
I am though.
Well, but to be honest with you, you're allowed to get excited about a £250 million quid coming into your club.
Right.
Let's not all be silly here.
By the way, that's not touching the start.
No, it's not, but it's a start.
And he's only got.
It's not a bad thing.
And if you think of the amount of money, of his own money he spent on Manchester United, or will spend, we're looking at £1.5 billion of his own actual money.
Yeah.
That is a net spend of £3 billion more than the
Glazers. Talk about net spend.
The Glazers are clever at it.
That's a $3 billion more than the Glazers net spend.
You spent $1 billion. Guess what? We're not selling you anymore.
No. Thanks for that $1 billion.
On that, when you saw that picture of me in that Manc jacket, I thought I looked hard. I looked camp.
You do, but it's quite cheeky, isn't it?
If you want to see what he's talking about,
go on
Adam McCullough on Instagram.
Go on to Adam McCullough on Instagram. I'm making an appearance.
Does this Full-Time Devils on Instagram as well?
Yeah.
Help us hit 1 million.
Let's get to 1 million.
Does it excite you though? This
no way.
$250 million.
What?
Look, so you know that picture, yeah? You know this picture? This one. Everyone.
Yeah.
Where it's like, guy smiling but behind's a gun and it says, United playing today, happy but really he's going to shoot himself.
Yeah.
I posted that on my story.
Yeah.
And it just got removed.
Because
it's related to suicide or self-injury.
It's a joke though.
I know it's a joke, but
they are punishing being a Man United fan.
Can't even make jokes about anything nowadays.
Game's gone.
But my story's still there.
Interesting. 250 million quid.
I mean, my only concern with this is I don't want it to be a lifeline for the Glazers. I don't want any of this to be they're going to stick around because he's going to.
Yeah, if you had a lifeline for the Glazers, I'd waste it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Don't use that.
Don't give.
Let's assume it's not that.
Yeah,
just
it's not that. That's my only concern.
And Jim Ratcliffe's sort of intent so far. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you think it's not enough? Are you at least it's better than it was?
One thing I've always done on this channel is I've admitted I don't know loads about tactics. I don't have any inside information. I respect people that do know those things.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about football finances. Kieran Maguire does. Mm-hmm. We've had him on this channel a dozen times because he's literally a football finance expert.
Yeah.
And if you turn on ITV or Sky or anywhere, they go to him as well because he's the guy who knows what he's talking about.
If you go to the University of Liverpool, he might be your lecturer.
Yeah, he's literally wrote the book on it. Mm-hmm. He was on his channel a couple of years ago saying, so Jim Ratcliffe, when he put that bid in for Chelsea, it wasn't a real bid. It was it was one of the lower bids, and it was past the deadline. It felt like he was signalling to the Glazers that he wanted to buy Manchester United. He is a United fan. He said he's 70 years old, or he's 69 at the time. He's thinking of his legacy. I think he'll come in for United, and I think he'll want to be the guy that saves United and brings them back to where they should be. That wouldn't surprise me. And since he said that, those things have sort of looked like they could be true.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, so Jim Ratcliffe, who's 71 years old, is he just coming in to give 250 million quid to the club and that's it? No, I'm thinking maybe Kieran Maguire had a point. Maybe Jim Ratcliffe looks at it and goes, look, I can turn this club around. That could be my legacy. I'm not going to be around forever. That could be my legacy, is that I'm the guy that saved United. And as you're a United fan and Britain's richest man, if we were Britain's richest man, we'd want to do that.
That is exactly what I'd do.
Yeah, I'd be like, I want to sort this club out.
Yeah,
And be that is my mark on the world, is I'm the guy that saves United. So I'm hoping Kieran Maguire's right, because so far it kind of points towards that. I know people will be cynical and go, he's not, he just wants to, what then?
I think
he just wants to help his Glazer mates out, does he?
No, he doesn't. What, by spending 1.5 billion quid of his own money on nothing?
He's not made that money by being thick.
No.
See Toto Wolff yesterday?
Yeah, I've just got that up here. So
go on. I think it was here, but so I didn't have the volume on, which is
so for anyone who doesn't know
useless.
who Toto Wolff is, go on, give us a bit of a.
He's the head principal of Lewis Hamilton's team, Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes.
AMG Petronas.
He owns a third of Mercedes.
What is it called?
As
Like
well.
Ineos, Mercedes, AMG Petronas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Petrol ass.
Petrol ass.
Put petrol in.
Petrol ass is definitely Jim Ratcliffe's nickname around the house, isn't it? Oh, chemical ass. But yes, that was this.
Do you know that Ineos stands for some mad chemical?
I'll have a lot of fun. It now.
But then it also means something in Latin.
Oh, it means Greek for.
Yeah, but
the goddess of dawn.
But it's
new beginning.
Does it?
Yeah, but it's also Ineos means like a.
It's derived from inspec, ethylene oxide, and specialities.
That's the one.
There you go. But yeah, so Toto Wolff says that he's spoken to Sir Jim Ratcliffe.
God, who was that?
About joining his bid to buy Manchester United. So he's like the team principal or the fan.
Yeah, because he said I'm not a United fan, I'm a Premier League fan.
I hate when people say that.
I'm not a United fan.
Fair, when people ask me if I'm a United fan these days, I say that. I support the Premier League. I don't support United. United killed me. Call us Scott McTominay.
I'm a football
FC.
fan. I'm a soccer fan. I just want football to win. That's my goal.
Do you like the idea of people from other sports coming in at United? Do you think that could be like constructive?
Well, we've given the football people a go, or the banking people a go. That didn't work, did it?
Yeah.
Why not try something different? Listen,
didn't they used to do Team Sky at the bikes as well?
Yeah,
they were all juiced up and stuff, weren't
Ratcliffe
they?
and Brailsford did, yeah.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, me too.
Juice us up.
Yeah, get the juice in.
Then we can run around really
you
fast
know what?
and be rubbish.
You know what? People are winning leagues and cheating.
Yeah.
And still being allowed to keep them.
Yeah.
You know. So why don't we just cheat?
Yeah.
Win the league.
Yeah.
Although us like cheating probably stuff.
We'll cheat and
get relegated and then get a points deduction for cheating.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay will be out there looking like, that bull that's got too much muscle mass for its bones. He just won't be able to move. He'll be so roided up that he's just fucking like falling asleep and vomiting down his oversized chest.
Come on, Scott. I want you to make Scott McTominay. Right? I want you to make us eat our words.
I'm not eating my words ever.
I want him to.
He could score today. It doesn't change my opinion. He's a useless midfielder.
I want you to make. Yeah, all right. Just score anyway.
Flip flop over here.
No, I do. I want this team to make me eat my words when I've questioned it. I want to go out there and win 5-0. And everyone will go, what were you talking about, Jay? You're talking rubbish.
How many calories are in that?
What?
You're eating your own words?
About 417.
That's exclusively your diet at this point, isn't it? Just eating your own words.
Eating my own words. That's it.
Words.
You know what I mean?
We've got a couple of super chats. Adam222. Sorry, no, not Adam222. United222 says, Adam is happy to call out players like McTominay, and rightly so. But where's this energy for Anthony Martial? He's been awful for 3 years.
He doesn't start.
He started last week and we lost.
Yeah. In what game? League Cup game.
Okay.
He was useless.
Interesting.
The thing is, right?
McTominay starts literally every week, bro.
He has done recently.
We've got a striker that starts that's very good in Hoyland.
Yeah.
Why would I moan about someone that's not starting?
It's a good point. Buzz Mjolnir again says,
Lightyear.
Ten Hag didn't become a bad manager over the summer.
I agree with that.
What's happened?
He's mental.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually had like some sort of mental error.
Can we just say, right, in defence of Eric Ten Hag,
we have cracked him.
Like, in defence of him, right, look at the amount of stuff he's had to deal with, yeah? for starters, because it's not been easy for him. Let's face fact. He's lost some key players. Shaw and Martinez are very important to him. They are. You've had the Mason Greenwood situation, which he inherited. You might say, the club could have done better, or he could have done better. It's not an unhappy situation that he found himself in. The Anthony situation, again, that's not his doing. That obviously was a distraction. That's not great. Rashford falling off a cliff form-wise. I don't think you can blame the manager. The manager got the best season ever out of Marcus Rashford.
That's a good point.
You can't blame him for Rashford falling off a cliff. No one could have seen that a 26-year-old is suddenly going to be playing the worst football of his career without being injured. I know he's not available today. So that's not his fault. So he's got that. Plus you've got the fact that, as Gary Neville pointed out, and I don't often agree with him, but he's right, the whole sort of football department knows they're getting sacked soon.
That is a mad situation.
That can't help you. As the atmosphere at the club can't be great when you think half of you won't be here next year. That's not a good situation to be in. You've got disgruntled fans who are constantly unhappy because of the owner situation as well. So he's got a lot of things going on. It's not like United he's gone from Ajax, one of the best run clubs in the world.
Especially at that time as well.
At that time, I know they've had a struggle since.
Lovely.
And come to United, who are one of the worst run clubs in the world.
Yeah.
We are. You've got a stadium that's falling apart. You've got a training ground that's behind the times. Just everything's going on. So he's got a lot of a mess to deal with. So it's not like he's had it all easy. And I hate when people go, well, look at Postecoglou. He inherited a mess, and look what he's doing. Solskjaer inherited a mess, and he won 10 of his first 12 games.
Postecoglou inherited a mess at a team with some of the lowest standards in the top 10. Their expectations are zero. Do you know what I mean? They haven't won a trophy in 14 years.
Yeah.
It's not the same as inheriting a mess at Manchester United.
It's not.
And the mess isn't of the same scale.
And I'm hoping that there's an element. We said this last year, and I said it. When Fergie came in, he did some short-term things, and then he did long-term things. And what he had was an initial bump where we finished second, and then the following 2 seasons we finished 13 and 11th or whatever it was, because his long-term things were taking a while to kick in.
Yeah.
Now, Ten Hag had to get some initial success, and he did that, finishing third and second. And I'm hoping there's some more long-term gains to come.
But you have to separate this season from last season. Ten Hag deserves credit for last season, but last season, I think, after the first 2 games, he went, fuck here now, these like shit. They can't play football, what am I trying? So let's go a bit more direct. Change the team. He did that, it worked.
Yeah.
We got third, we got a trophy, we got another cup final. This season then, he brings in his goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He brings in his striker. Weren't available at the start. He brings in a midfielder in Mount who he doesn't seem to fancy anymore, which is really odd.
Yeah.
He does all these things to try and change the way we're going to play football. And then at the start of the season, your whole back line's out.
Yeah.
So how can you play out from the back because you relied on people you wanted to get rid of a month ago?
That is tough.
Yeah.
And so he kind of has to change things from there. I've seen him go a little bit more direct to try and bypass it. And then you've got people getting injured up top. You can't build out from the back, so your midfield's getting redundant. But in all of that, he started self-harming at the same time. Like, you have got Amrabat, you have got Hannibal, you have got Mount, you have got Maino now. So surely you could be sorting something out on the training pitch that these 4 can become, with Bruno or whoever, could become a fully functioning midfield. Like, that's where he's now lost me. Like, I understand the issues at the start of the season and going on like that, but now you've lost me completely because you're doing things that are just harming yourself.
Just to go back to Joe's point earlier about Mount, do you think there is a defence of him not starting him in what you were saying there, Joe? Because in terms of minutes, he played 45 against City. He played 90 against Newcastle. And then prior to that, he played 2 against Sheffield United. He played 60 against Brentford. And he didn't play against Copenhagen. Do you think there might be an element of he can't play 90 minutes on the Wednesday and then 90 minutes on an early kickoff?
Yeah.
Was it Wednesday we played? Yeah, 90 minutes on a Wednesday and then start on an early kickoff on a Saturday. Do you think that could
just be that simple? I think
just to look for a reason why you wouldn't have faith in him.
I think Højlund is still in that category a little bit. I think that back injury, we saw him talking about it over the international break about, we're going to see how he gets on, and he took a knock because everyone was San Marino won it, trying to kick his head in.
Yeah.
And they were talking about still feeling little bits and bobs from other injuries. So I think Eriksen, of the players that we've got, Eriksen struggles to play 90 minutes just for general, reasons.
Yeah.
It seems like you're probably right with Mount. He's not got 2 90 minutes in 3 days in him. I'm sure he hasn't. Højlund struggles for 90 minutes. There's a lot of players that aren't really great. I wonder whether Wan-Bissaka's got 90 minutes in his legs because he's been out for 2 months and he only just came back in midweek and he played 45 minutes in that game. So we're just struggling. The squad is struggling. We've got a lot of crucial players injured. And I also keep going back to this of like when you're talking about Rashford's form, Casemiro's form. There was a point last season against Arsenal, we lost him and everyone was saying, right, well, fuck then. He's our best player at the minute. Without him, we can't win.
Yeah.
And even though he hasn't been that player all season, the fact that we have lost that player, that Casemiro that against Crystal Palace, we don't have that player this season.
Yeah.
That is a massive drop-off.
Yeah.
And we really struggled to win games without that player last season. We haven't had it at all this season because of how bad he's been.
Yeah.
So we are a lot down on last season just in terms of the lineups.
The
only position has improved over last season is the centre forward position, and every other position pretty much except maybe goalkeeper has got worse.
Because I think with the Casemiro thing as well, like I can look at it and criticise it and go, why have you given him a 4-year deal with a third option of another one? Spent 70 million on a player that's was 30 and there's question marks about his longevity or whatever. But if you're Ten Hag and you think, if I get Casemiro in, even if it's just for this season, he's going to win me a trophy. He's going to get me Champions League football. Yeah. He's going to give me what I need right now.
Yeah.
And he might not be the greatest option long term, but do I not get him and maybe not win a trophy? Because I don't think we win the Carabao Cup or finish third without him.
Absolutely, we don't.
So do I not do those things and not get him and save a few quid?
Yeah.
Or do I get him? So I kind of sympathise with him on the Casemiro front.
Yeah.
I think the one that's always going to come back to bite him on transfer-wise is the Anthony one. Because he's just not worked out. And me and you stood there, either side of this screen, 18 months ago when we were first linked with him. Or in fact, we were in there, sorry. And it was like, we both questioned it because we went, good player, but 8 goals, 4 assists. It's not...
Yeah.
It's a bit... Is that good enough? You said it. You remember you saying those words. Is that good enough for the Premier League? Is that good enough for United? And my we discussed it, and the counter argument was, he's young, he could get better. I think he was 20 at the time. He's just turning 21. He could improve. The difficulty you've got is he hasn't.
Yeah. He
hasn't improved. Maybe tonight I looked at him and thought, I know him, good player for me at Ajax, young lad, does as he's told, he will get better, and he hasn't got better. He's regressed. Now, I think as well, and I'm not, we don't know the outcome of what's going to go on with him off the pitch, but that might be affecting him as well. Because that's hanging over you. I'm not defending him for that. We don't know what the situation is with Anthony, but that hanging over him isn't helpful for him and his football. I'm not. Again, I don't want people to go, he's sticking up for him. I'm not. I'm just saying. That's obviously got to play in your mind. Yeah,
regardless of what's going on and the truth about the situation, the fact that situation is happening
he was crap last
is
season.
A massive distraction.
But I think he's worse this season.
Yeah,
he is.
I think he's regressing. That's the thing. And a 21-year-old, 22-year-old who's getting used to the Premier League should be getting better, and he's not. He's getting worse.
To your point about 20 minutes ago, or maybe not even that, it is a perfect point. At Man United, at other clubs, you either say, you analyse the squad and you say, I think this squad can win the Premier League in 2 years. Chelsea sort of maintained that level for just over a decade, didn't they? From Jose to Conte, new managers came in and were capable of winning the league within 2 years. Or you look at a team like Arsenal, and Arteta, I'm sure, said, I cannot win the league in 2 years. What I need is longer than that to rebuild and push on. 5th, 8th, right? At Man United, you're expected to come in and say, we need a rebuild, but I'll also try and win the league in the next 2 years. Yeah. And so we have to do this thing where we get Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo, Cavani, Casemiro, who else have we had? Other, aging players that come in to try and win short-term stuff. Yeah. But at the same time, we all know, Ralph Rangnick sat as Manchester United manager and said it, this squad and this club needs open heart surgery. You can't have both. No. You can't win the league whilst needing a complete overhaul. So what happens is, managers buy players like Ronaldo, like Casemiro, who have maybe slightly passed it or not ideal transfers, because we need to still be challenging for top 4 every season, and then try and get a rebuild in the background. And then they get judged on those transfers. Yeah. If we didn't get Casemiro, Ten Hag might already be sacked.
No, I agree.
So you need to do both at United. No one would ever accept 5th, 8th at Manchester United, and that's where we are.
Was a need, like Casemiro and Anthony, we spent 140 million as a reaction to losing 2 games. Exactly. It was never a well thought out.
No.
And if it was, we could have got Anthony for half the price earlier. And maybe we look at him a little bit more favourably because he wasn't £80 million and put us into FFP issues.
I think we do.
He's pretty crap.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think if he's 35 million,
80 million,
if it's 35 million, people go.
It's like Maguire. If it's 20 million, you go, all right.
He's
not really 45, 50 million. He's in the top.
If he was 50 million, we'd still be going, what the fuck?
Well, no, but then you compare him to people like, I mean, look at Chelsea, Fofana or whatever. Or, times have changed with
There's a lot of difference between a player who's one of, the top 40 transfers in the Premier League and someone who's in the top 5.
Yeah, there is.
Which is what Harry Maguire is. He's like the second most expensive defender or the third most expensive defender ever.
Yeah.
Anthony is United's second highest ever or third highest ever transfer or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When you're in that bracket, you get looked at differently. If we spent, say, 35 million on him, which is roughly what we paid for Victor Lindelof or something like that, you go, he's not.
I've never heard anyone talk about Lindelof. Why do we spend that much on him?
It's whether he's good enough or not. It's a different argument. But no one talks about his price tag.
Never.
Whereas with Maguire, it's all about his price tag. Yeah. You spent 80 million on this guy.
Yeah. No one talks about Dallow's price tag.
I don't think his price tag is spoken about as much as
Maguire.
As much as it should.
Are you joking?
I think he's hammered for it.
80 million. Every football fan in the country knows how much Harry Maguire cost. No one could tell you what Dallas cost.
Maybe amongst fans, but I'll tell you now, every pundit, everyone in the papers, they lick his arse, bro. And he has this thing where it's like a pity party for Maguire. Every time Maguire puts in a 6 out of 10, oh, look at him. He has to deal with so much and all this. He's doing brilliant. Look at him, man of the match. And he's been average. He has a pity party following him around all the time.
Do you know what it is with the media, though? I understand what you're saying. But I think they almost feel like they have to do that.
Yeah.
If someone's getting trolled and criticised in this day and age the way he does, I think the media feel like we have to back him. We can't.
And also the media...
We can't.
They add to it in other circumstances.
I know they do. I'm not going to sit here and defend the media.
The media like to be contrarian as well, don't they?
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's one of the good things about the media is if everyone's going one way with a story, someone at a newspaper will go the other way because that's what journalism is. So if everyone on social media is turning Harry Maguire into a meme, it makes sense to me that a few people go, actually, look at what he's actually done in his career. He ain't that bad. And he isn't. Let's get some score predictions then. We've got 5 minutes till kick-off. Get your score predictions in the comments. Just not another 3-0. Just not another battering. I don't even know. Get your scoreline and scorers in there. Aaron M says we'll win today 3-1. We're not scoring 3 goals, are we? Surely. What do you think, Jay? I'll start with you.
I could see us actually getting a draw out of this. I could.
Yeah.
I know that sounds...
We're winning today.
Right, well, there you go.
Scott McTominay is scoring.
Yeah. That...
And he's going to be stuck in our starting lineup till I'm dead.
Good.
Which is hopefully soon. Andreas Pereira is going to score as well for them.
Great, love it.
Of course.
Pereira free kick.
Rasmus Højlund's finally going to score.
Yeah, Højlund's going to score.
2-1.
2-1.
Oh, by the way, I'm in the Fulham matchday program.
Yeah, have you got a copy?
They've posted me some.
Why are you in the Fulham matchday program? You're a United fan, you dickhead. What are you doing in there? Program. Hey.
Because,
YouTubers, you're all the same, aren't you?
They wanted to hear from a Man United fan.
From a hero of Manchester. Good stuff, man.
I was about to make a joke how I'm the voice of fans, but then I realised some people wouldn't take it as the joke it was meant to be.
No, that'll get clipped up and then look at McCullough saying he's the voice of all of us.
Sam Sharkey says United 4-1.
I wouldn't want to be the voice of half of these bastards. Have you seen or something?
Yeah.
It's bad enough being the voice of myself. To be honest with you, I don't even want to be the voice of myself. I wish I could. I wish I could just deflect that and say I didn't mean that. I didn't say that.
I'm like split over here on my
own. Stephen Ross says 5-0. Martin says 2-1 United. Captain Long Smock says, I love a smock. Yeah. Do you prefer a smock or a tunic?
I love a tunic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Captain Long Smock says 3-1 Fulham, and then this emoji. Dan C says 1-1. Daniel Abraham says 1-1. Nahal says 5-1 United. Declan Gaming says 3-2. Where are all these goals coming
Matt says he loves a tabard.
Oh, a tabard. I love that.
A pinafore.
Tabard.
HMS Pinafore.
I love the word tabard.
Tabard is a lovely... He went from Bayern, didn't he? Where did he go in the end? Inter.
Yeah.
We wanted him. I wish we'd have signed him, actually. Benjamin Tabard. He'd been starting now. Bless his cotton socks.
Darren says, I must be getting a cut of these match day programs. Second time he's mentioned. You know what? I'm not yet, but I'm a simple man. You tell me I'm going to be in a nice glossy little magazine.
I know.
And I'll do all sorts for you.
Oh, cheeky. Yip Yap says nervy nil.
Yip Yap. Yap Stam.
Paul Smith says 1-0 United.
By the way.
Can't say it. Fahim.
Yeah, don't. Fahim. I know where you're going. Just don't, right? Okay?
Fahim says United will lose 2-1. Ten Hag fired by Christmas. Bloody hell. Fired out of a cannon. Just straight into the sea. That'd be good, wouldn't it? A way of getting rid of people.
Yeah.
John Bolt says...
Can you fire me into the sea?
The human cannon game is not what it was in the 1800s.
Are they
18th
going to
century.
do that thing?
Yeah.
It's quite
The
like...
last post.
Makes you feel proper British, that noise, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I want to hear it.
We're going to hear it in a second. It's a lot of pressure, isn't
I didn't know it was a saxophone.
It's not. That's not a saxophone.
Trombone?
Trumpet,
It's
isn't
not
it?
a trombone.
Trumpet?
It's a trumpet, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's a trumpet.
The trombone's got the slider. Give it a sort of New Orleans vibe. I think
Like Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Yeah, I don't think that's the aim. Gift Zen says 2-1. Oh, great. We can't just be silent for 2 minutes.
No, we're not.
It'll automatically play the
what
Stretford
tune did
Paddock
I go
highlights.
into? Songs of Praise.
No, that's EastEnders, isn't it?
Songs of Praise. Tom Hartley says 1-1 to United. Is this disrespect? I think it's might be disrespectful.
What tune's that?
Right, okay, yeah.
Phobos Taco Man says
No,
David
what
piss
tune's
flaps
that?
2-0 United.
It's from TV.
It's not Songs of Praise.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
know
like
it
Last
is.
of the
Such a
Summer Wine
tune,
or
that.
something?
Yeah, it is. Such a tune.
No, it is. I like that.
Yeah, it is. No, it is a fantastic.
It makes the hairs stand up on the
It
back of
does.
your neck, doesn't it?
It does actually. Mad.
But where was that tune from?
I know what you mean. It's like I can see like some sort of cascading hills. I don't know.
It was on a Sunday.
Oh, is it Miss Bouquet?
Hyacinth
Keep
Bouquet.
Keeping up
Hyacinth
appearances.
Bouquet-
No,
no,
it's not. It's not.
Black Beauty.
It's Black
No,
Beauty.
it's not Black Beauty.
Is it not?
I don't
thought-
watch Black Beauty.
It was
You might
something
have
on
seen
a
it.
Sunday.
It's Dad's Army.
No.
This is Black Beauty, Galloping Home, the original theme from Black Beauty.
It's not Black Beauty. Someone in the comments would have got it.
That is it. That's it.
Fucking hell!
I stepped on the fucking coffee.
You every time you come here,
That
you
was
fucking
empty,
spill a
it was
coffee everywhere.
You spill coffee and you argue with him.
And you think that they play the Black Beauty theme tune on a trumpet at the start of the game.
No, it just reminded me of it.
Yeah. Black Beauty's a great theme tune though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Right.
He's a dark horse, isn't he? Right, anyway.
Fuck off. No, I've had enough. Cut his mic.
They call you the Dark Horse.
What is he on about? Dark whore.
We're off. United are winning this game. 4-0.
horse. Wow.
I don't know what I said. Yeah, we've kicked off. Go on, Rasmus.
Oh.
Go on,
You need to
Rasmus.
turn off that Black Beauty song.
Elon. Is this still on? No, it's not.
Garnacho scored the winner here last year, didn't he?
Didn't
He does that.
And we did that game together again.
he? You slapped up Scotty, my mate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that where we went like?
Yeah.
Like some sort of dominatrix moment. That was great. The noise on that.
It was class, that.
It was good. Right.
It was in Alan Partridge as
Maguire's
well.
injured.
It was in Alan Partridge as
It
well.
looks like he's something up with him.
Is he alright?
He's ill. He's got a keeler. Is he ill? Looks winded.
It don't look. It don't
Or
look like
like-
he's pulled something.
No one's touched him. Head.
No, I think he might. He got.
Oh, has he had a
blows to
whack in the
I
head?
think he might be
Fucking
concussed.
hell, that's not good. Because his face looks.
That's
Did he get
38
whacked there
seconds
by
in
his
that.
eye?
Yeah, you can see he might have broke his fucking eye socket there.
'Cause
That's
he-
like
he's-
purple and
he-
bruised
He
already.
was having none of it. Straight away, he kicked the ball out. and
But
went
everyone
on.
looks. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, he heads the back of.
Did he kind of head his shoulder? Yeah,
Oh,
he heads
does.
his shoulder.
Gets his shoulder right.
It's
in
not
the
even
eye.
a foul, really.
No, it's not.
He
No,
brings
No,
his head
I don't
down.
think you can give a foul for that. You're right.
It's not a foul. He whips his shoulder up into his eye socket there.
But then that's here, so
So
that'd
is
be
that-
sore.
yeah, around there.
Because that's your brain piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it hurts that. If he's kicking
And
the
that's
ball
the
out,
thinnest
he can't
part of
carry
your
on.
skull. That
He can't carry on there.
You know that?
The eye socket's
This bit's finished part.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that true? Yeah. I reckon he's got to come off.
It's not.
Harry Maguire's
I
not
think
one.
it's this bit.
In at the back, famously. That's because there's like no back of the head punches in boxing. When you get hit in the back of the head, you die.
I know what it was. You have to head with this bit because it's your thickest part of the skull.
You're the thickest part of your
Jesus
skull.
Christ.
Yeah.
He's got to come off, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's not the sort of player who's like messes about with injuries. So if he's hurt like that from a head,
I'm laughing at him, by the way.
Why? What's he laughing
Just
at?
for all clarity, I'm not laughing at a head injury. I'm not insane. He's got some chunky thighs, hasn't he, Maguire?
He's a big boy.
Yeah, chunky.
It looks like
Not
Brown's
everyone
coming
can
on.
take on
Looks
6
like
police officers at once in Mykonos.
making a decision already.
Ted Hoggs had to cover right over. He's not been staring at him all day. He's not had eye contact with him once.
38 seconds in.
As soon as Maguire went down, bro, that.
Yeah.
Now what? You need me now? Don't you? Look,
No, his
eyes-
face is really red.
Yeah, I think he's fucked it there.
The one good thing he might be okay with, he hasn't caught like an elbow,
No.
like a pointy bone.
But there's bonery there.
There's a lot.
Look,
There's a lot of meat there, innit?
Look, he's got a swollen eye. I think I can't see him finishing this game, Maguire. I think he'll come back on.
I wouldn't take the chance if he's not
No.
100%.
Especially an eye socket as well, because they can just fracture like so easy. Such a
He'll be wearing
thin
one
bit
of the masks
bonage.
soon. Carlos, not Carlos Fair. Who's the guy that played for Fulham? Vera.
Ah, right, okay.
Vera?
I'm thinking more bits of Rossi, man. I know he didn't play
Who was
for
the
Fulham,
fella with the
but
mask?
One of their
that
masks.
played for Fulham.
Sultan Gira?
Salt? No. He played for West Brom.
Well, same team, black and white kit.
Come on, guys, in
Actually,
the
is it
comments.
black in West Brom's
Come on,
kit?
guys.
It's like a dark green and white, isn't it? West
What was the
Brom?
guy's name with the
Can't
mask
think
that
so.
played for Fulham?
You're going to see if they score, by the way. She's in to the bottom in the comments.
That was a foul throw.
I'll try and act surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, he hides it really well when he's upset.
He just goes like...
Facundo Sava.
I
Sava.
don't remember him. Sava?
Nice.
Bit of French.
Here's Pereira.
Pereira.
Look at that. Johnny Evans using that famous groin to push the ball out.
I love Johnny Evans.
Win that.
Oh,
I love
Bale.
Johnny Evans, you know.
Well done, Diogo. He needs a bit of that today. It was
Yeah, he had
really
a stinker,
poor.
didn't he? I like
really
Delors,
poor.
but he had a stinker.
Delors was bad the other day.
terrible.
Yeah,
He's been our best player this season, I think, Delors.
Oof.
Out of a very
I'm
poor
trying
bunch.
to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think who's been
The
better.
thing with that is, it sounds insane, and then as I was about to jump on it, I think, no, he's not been as good as...
Yeah, you can't.
Um,
I think it has been Delors. Had more good games than bad games, which not everybody else can say.
Who am I missing?
Johnny
No one.
Evans.
No one. No,
No.
I don't know. You're
No.
not.
Hoyland?
Oh,
Mm.
that's the one. If you want to argue it, that's the only conversation piece.
Yeah.
I can't see any other options.
Peace.
It's so bad, that.
Yeah. I think in terms of number of good games, Onana's had a few good games, but he's had some absolute
Yeah,
rotters.
yeah.
And he obviously he's not played the season so far. Hope he's alright, Maguire. The last thing... Oh, decent.
That's the right idea,
decent
that. He was
little
unlucky
clippy,
there.
that.
Oh,
Come on.
Shouldn't
Get
have let
on
that
it before
bounce.
it bounces,
Shouldn't have let it
man.
bounce there,
Judge
kid.
a bounce, man.
And he's given away the
We
foul
used to
there.
have a friend called Steve in school. He could never judge a bounce. He's fucking mental.
It's horrible, that, isn't it?
He
When
just
you
started running and the ball would bounce it all.
hit him in the hit him in the chin. And
Shit! Trust me, there's one thing I just couldn't judge a bounce.
Poor
makes
Steve,
you think,
right?
it'll make you
You
think
just
less
go
of a man,
running
that as
over.
well. Go back! Steve, get back! If in doubt, drop off. Oh, I've missed it.
Go running on the balls all the time.
Go on then. I'm happy to have Wan-Bissaka back.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
at least got a sort of specialist skill set. I feel like we're a team full of players who are good at everything but not great at anything.
Also, having Wan-Bissaka back so good because then when Reguilon or whoever's not available, we've still got two fullbacks. I'd
love Anthony to have a good game.
Yeah, full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would as well.
I just love it.
One day he may.
Yeah, me too.
When
Go
he's
on.
playing
Go
for
on, Alejandro.
when he's playing for Gremio.
Keep the ball. Yeah. Internacional. Back in
Oh, we
Brazil.
were linked with Gabby Barbosa the other day, and I know it's bullshit, but I'm all over it.
Who's that?
Gabby go. Gabby Barbosa. Brazilian
And he played in like MLS. Am I confused?
Brazil,
Hey.
isn't it?
Chicharito's free.
Oh, fuck him.
Hey.
I'm sick of it. I don't like him anymore.
Why?
Remember, I had beef with him at the end.
Did you?
Yeah. Do you remember when he started liking tweets about Moyes and that?
No, not tweets.
Remember?
About what?
He fully spatted
About him being on the bench.
Yeah.
Someone would tweet, Chicharito shouldn't be on the bench there, and he'd like.
Oh, that's a turn, that.
Come on, keep the ball.
Oh, he gave him.
Get him off.
Dirty bastard.
Get Paulinho on a booking. That's a good start to the game if he is. It's like Hannibal.
You have to book him there.
You have to book him for that.
You have to book him there.
That is a blatant
Nobbled
trip.
him.
He knows he's not getting the ball. Has he booked him?
Should have been booked.
Has he booked him?
He's not booked him.
How the fuck has he not booked him there? That is a blatant yellow.
And watch, in a minute,
Is he not booked
Bruno
him,
will breathe on someone and get booked.
That's literally the definition of a professional
Can we
foul.
get that double checked? He's not booked
He's
him.
not
Doesn't
been
look
booked.
like he has.
He was
How
too
has he
busy.
not booked him?
Maguire looks all right, by the
That's
way.
the thing, right? Hannibal gets booked for a shoulder barge the other day.
Oh, do you know what? That's a fucking...
Slap it!
Oh!
Oh!
Yes, man!
Yeah!
Your fucking favourite!
What did I say?
What?
He's going to score. Come on! And who else? Hoyland. 2-1. So Andrea scores still.
Who gets the assist there? Who played it back across?
That kid's made an effort. He deserves a shirt.
Yeah, he does.
You see it?
Shine piece.
Wow, what's he got
Shiny, good enough for an FA Cup final.
Oh, right, okay.
It's red. It's got
It
his
adds
number
to
on
being
it.
Good old Scott McTominay. I've always
Garnacho's on. Garnacho, no question. Garnacho's
no.
on. Easy on.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Wasn't it?
Garnacho's on.
Wasn't it Slabber?
No,
No,
it's Garnacho. And he's on. No
that's
question.
class.
Goal. Brilliant. Lovely pass across from Garnacho,
Well done,
by the
Garnacho.
way. And I tell you what, I'll give it
well
to him.
done, McTominay.
Very good
That's
position
why
from
you
McTominay.
start Scott McTominay.
Exactly.
They say.
Come on. Well done. Eat your words, McCullough.
No, I'm not.
Words.
I'm not. He did say that. He said, I'm not going to eat him.
No.
Fuck off.
This
He's
is so
on.
obviously
He's
not
onside. Nah, do you know what it is?
He's on. He's on. He's clearly on.
What are we measuring here?
Is it not Garnacho? But
No, because McTominay's behind the line. Behind the square ball.
Is Maguire interfering? Is he going to say Maguire?
Oh, no, look,
interfering?
Maguire's foot comes up, look.
That's what I'm on about. That can't... That...
No, but surely the geezer next to
That
Maguire.
is just not
His
an
arm's
offside
there.
goal.
Nah, Maguire.
Isn't it here?
If it's Maguire.
But Maguire hasn't touched it. It's whether he's touched it, right?
That is not what offside as a rule exists for, is it? To stop that. That is not the point of the offside rule. It just isn't.
No, but there's two. Surely he's in line with that guy's arm there.
No, they're on about Maguire.
Yeah, I know. That's who I'm looking at. It's up to here,
Can't
right?
look at my phone. My phone's gone off. I don't know what it is.
Look, it should be here, yeah?
No, because the arm don't count.
Yeah, the sleeve does, isn't it?
In it, like, from your shoulder.
This is just a shit. This is a fucking
Like,
shit
from
show.
your shoulder,
If
so
this
it's...
is disallowed.
Yeah, he's off.
This is an
He's
absolute
off.
shit show. But he doesn't touch the ball, does he?
He's off.
Why is it? But why does it matter? He doesn't touch the ball.
But he's not touched it.
But you're
Just fuck
I
off.
think
That is not the point of the offside rule. that is not the point of the
but
offside
didn't
rule.
they say?
You can't
Nah,
give that as off.
Because
He's not touched it.
he's going to review it.
It's just shit. That is not the point of the offside rule at all.
By the way, when did he score? Because it's been 3-4 minutes now.
It was seven summer. It's been 3 minutes since the goal went in.
He's got to decide if Maguire's interfering. That's the question.
It's just shit.
Because you remember Marcus against City, and he changed the rules. Didn't have to. You don't have to touch it to be interfering. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Because there was that kick-off, wasn't there? And he went, "Oh, he didn't know he didn't touch it. He was interfering."
No. You got to play this full speed for him, bruv.
I don't think he's interfering.
I don't.
None of what
He's
he
not
does.
interfering.
None of what he does makes any difference to that passage
Nah.
of play. Like nothing.
Also, that defender's not even looking at Garnacho. So it's not like if Maguire's not there. Oh, you son of a bitch! You fat cunt! Ah!
Absolutely shocking. That is absolutely shocking. That is a
Why did
fucking
they send him to the
disaster,
fucking
That's
monitor?
a fucking disgrace.
That is awful. That is awful. What is the point in that? The offside rule is to stop people goal hanging. And now we've got to the point where a bloke who doesn't touch the ball, who doesn't stop the defender touching the ball, not even interfering, and that is, he don't even score. someone else then assists and someone else fucking scores. How is that not a goal? Absolutely shit.
That's a fucking
That's
joke,
going to cost
man.
us the game, that.
That's a
because
disgrace.
we don't score enough goals
United
to,
get robbed
lose
every
goals.
week, bro. Every
That
week we get
utter
robbed,
shit.
and nothing gets said about it. That is a fucking horror show there, you know. That is a horror show, bro. How could the fucking ref have gone, he's interfering?
VAR couldn't even decide. And if VAR can't decide, it's not a clear and obvious error, it's not offside, it's a goal.
Even he knows he's got away with one there.
That's just a disaster, that. That's just... I can't
Just
believe
get
we've
rid
got
of
to a
VAR,
point
man. I'm
in
sick of
football
saying it. It's
where
fucking
that isn't
shit.
a goal.
It's taken 5 minutes to decide that wasn't a goal, and it's wrong.
Referees deserve every bit of abuse they get.
Seriously,
Every
man. What
bit
is
of
the
abuse.
fucking point
In
of
fact,
VAR?
they should be getting more abuse. We should be going back to the days of 6 man just chasing the ref around the pitch, because how is it these refs are getting away with this shit? With replays, bruv? With replays?
He's shit anyway, this ref. I still can't get over the fact he didn't book Paulinho.
Well, half the refs are playing in the Championship anyway. So no wonder there's no refs.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just send them down to the Championship and let them make mistakes there.
Let them fuck over teams who are trying to get promoted.
Yeah,
instead.
know what I mean? Teams that, it could be make or break for you as a club, whether you get promoted, and let's put someone who's inept in charge of your games.
Yeah.
And also, all the players know he's been demoted, so they know he's shit.
Literally, just
and all
call
the
it
fans do.
The Championship is just the naughty step for refs, isn't it?
So no one respects him. He's already under pressure. He's been demoted. He's not very good at his job. That's why he's been demoted. And you're going to put him in charge of games that could decide the future of football clubs. Mint. I fucking hate VAR, man. I do. I hate it. It's shit whether you're at the ground or whether you're not at the ground. It just ruins anything. What is the point in celebrating a goal anymore? Genuinely. I watched that goal, right? And no point did I think that wasn't a goal. There was nothing there where I thought that might not be a goal. It just fucking ruins football, man. It has. Like, you're just taking the enjoyment out of football.
Oh, fuck off! Silly cunt. Who is this prick anyway?
Can we try and use the C word as little as possible, Adam? I know you're annoyed. Replace it with the word coconut.
No, then I will probably
because
someone
then it'll
will
get,
tell me I'm being
cancelled.
racist.
That is, yeah.
So replace it with the word crisps.
Yeah, silly crisps.
You silly crisps. Also, how did Paulinho not get booked for that foul in the first place?
That to me is worse than the offside. Honestly, because it's a blatant yellow.
I know, yeah.
He literally slides in, sees Bruno's getting away from him, and raises his leg.
I know.
It's a deliberate professional foul on a player who's attacking.
I know.
It's 2 reasons for it to be a yellow. Oh, he ran out of ideas.
Good
there,
touch from Anthony there, though. And also...
Go on,
Aaron! What a tackle!
He's one of their most important players as well,
Paulinho.
Paulinho.
You censored yourself there, son.
Paulinho being on a booking is massive for United. For the rest of the game, he can't make a foul.
I just can't be asked, honestly.
Now it's just done. It's not. Like, we saw how it affected United. Casemiro and Hannibal being on bookings. Hannibal literally ducked out of a foul that led to their goal because he was on a booking so early. Paulinho can just walk about. He's got 2 fucking bookings in him now.
Here we go. Oh.
As if he took a touch.
Well done, Onana. Dallo there, man.
I'm done. Football's crap, isn't it?
It is. It's just ruined it, man. VAR's just ruined it. Like, you can't.
It's not even goals. VAR. It's these refs.
Well,
they're
both them.
There's just the refs.
Like, within, what was that? Paulinho booking 5 minutes in. Within 5 minutes,
the same free
right?
kick, wasn't it? 6
minutes. It's 5 and 6. Within 7 minutes, this referee's made 2 just terrible errors.
Yeah, which might well cost United the game. I know people say, "Oh, it's only 0-0, you got to win anyway." If you're a team that's struggling to score goals, and we're essentially starting a goal behind from where we should be, you're saying your first goal gets ruled out, your first goal don't count. That'll cost you games, stuff like that.
Play Bruno.
Genuinely will. You can't just come back from a 1-0 deficit, or not a 1-0 deficit, but like your first goal not counting.
Win that! You've got to win that, man.
It's little things like as well. Garnacho should have that assist now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He deserves it.
I know.
And then people will be like digging out stats about Garnacho's not done anything this season. Well, he has. He's just had it taken away from him.
I know. And he should have scored a goal against Arsenal as well. I know.
Yeah.
I don't even think that was wrongly disallowed, but it's an inch or two.
Well, you don't know, do you? And the fact you don't know says it all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was.
Why don't they use the Champions League offside system?
Because they said they didn't want it. They want refs to get absolutely bullied and make bad decisions instead. That was seen as a better option, apparently.
For anyone who doesn't know, what's the Champions League offside?
It's semi-automated in it, or automated,
right?
Where basically the players get turned into like 3D renderings, and they just do it exactly to the line of who's where the line is, whatever, rather than having to draw the lines on the pitch themselves. It's
Anthony!
Wan-Bissaka's not. I ain't got any legs in him at the minute. Look how much confidence they've got now as well, Fulham.
Because they know they've got away with one.
I know. It's essentially the equivalent of them scoring a goal, because it went from being they're a goal behind to they're drawing. They've got like the boost of scoring a goal without having to do it.
I hope people, right, who are calling for Ten Hag's head, have this energy and have this memory of the fact that we are getting robbed here. If this goes against us.
It is crap, this. So deflating, that. And I know people have a go at McTominay, and rightly so, but again, a bit of confidence for him wouldn't be a bad thing. A bit more
fourth goal in 5 games. It doesn't hurt, does it?
Like, there's so many things that would have come from that.
Garnacho gets an assist, somebody gets another goal. The crowd get frustrated.
We were actually happy and excited.
We're buoyed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got a new campaign.
Dan Fletcher
Slap a ref.
waffling on with himself here. Can do one as well. He does my head in. Bore off with your stats that everyone's heard.
What's all these yellow cards?
They're having a protest.
Who?
What is it?
Fulham fans.
Against who?
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember.
They should be cheering for the refs at the moment.
Yeah, there was someone. I was on a thing last night with a Fulham fan. He did say
it's a ticket protest.
Yeah, I can't remember. He said the 18th minute we're gonna have a protest.
Hundreds of fans are whatever. After the club announced they'd be charging 160 quid for the tickets in the new Riverside stand.
160 quid. I want to play for
160 quid is insane.
You should be on the sub.
106 to sit in the Johnny Haynes stand and 77 for the Hammersmith stand. The most expensive tickets in the Premier League. To be fair, it's one of the wealthiest parts of the country, but even so, fuck me, 160 quid.
But the football fans won't be.
No, I know, yeah.
Some of them will be, obviously, but.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Also, they're not watching great football week in, week out, are they, if we're honest?
That could have been our opportunity, man. An early goal. You don't know what that does.
Early goals are massive.
Right, that could have been a game where you go, right, let's fucking go for it and get a few. And then all of a sudden, you've got a big win. It matters, man. You can't dismiss it. Who is that referee? Who is it? I'm not even recognising him.
I'm not sure.
He'll be in the Championship next week. That'll be his punishment. Get up, Bruno.
It's John Brooks.
Apparently as well, although I'd need to double check, the ball's in mid-air when they check, when they freeze the frame.
Was it?
So it's not like it's just left his foot.
I didn't see that. I'll have a look. I'll try and find it.
Everyone literally looks like that. Even the fella at the front post.
It's so mad that City goal stood as well, isn't it? When you look back at it again now.
Literally we get punished for when other people get given decisions as well.
Yeah.
Because there was another one like that. Johnny Evans at Burnley gets disallowed. Exactly the same as that City goal. Was it Johnny Evans at Burnley?
No, it was Maguire. Oh, no.
Yeah, Johnny Evans scored and he got disallowed.
Got disallowed a few years ago.
Absolutely insane, that. Try and find a screenshot to see where the throws in it.
Yeah, we can find that and get it up.
The game's just slowed down a bit on it now since then, unsurprisingly. I don't see. Well, it's as it's leaving his foot.
Doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't it's just.
It maybe would have been a frame or two early. So the offside rule is attempting to play a ball which is close when this action impacts on an opponent, or making an obvious action which clearly impacts the ability of an opponent to play the ball. I don't think Maguire impacted the defender's ability to play the ball.
They didn't,
The ball went over him. I don't think he could have got it anyway. Maguire couldn't get it. He couldn't get it. They couldn't reach it.
You know the telling thing, right, is they said it on commentary. They never send a ref to check an offside. They never do that.
No.
The VAR team looked at it and they went, we don't know.
It's the first ever subjective offside.
Yeah, so if you don't know...
Is it?
Yeah, you don't know.
I can remember.
You don't know, then it's not offside.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be calling the ref to come and help you out. You go, that's offside. Oh, actually, no, I don't think it is.
Because they're trying to see if the ref thinks he tried to play the ball.
Yeah, because they can't decide themselves.
So that's the screenshot there. Can we see that? If you look at you can just slightly see the ball is, where are we? Here. You can see that it's lifted off the floor slightly as they've got that screenshot. I mean, it would have been a frame or two back. He might well have still been offside, but it's just the ball's off the floor. You can see the shadow underneath the ball. And also, isn't the contact of it's meant to be when the foot first touches the ball, isn't it? That's when the ball's considered to have been played. That's what Steve was saying anyway, that it's about the beginning of it, because he looks into those nerdy things. So certainly when the ball's off the floor, it's already been played. That defender is not touching that ball whether Maguire's there or not. The ball goes over both of them. He ain't getting to that.
No one's even claiming nothing.
No, nothing. No one thinks that that's offside.
It's just been robbed.
Come on, Red.
It's just been robbed. There's no other way to describe it, man. We have. People will come out now and say, "Oh, we should be beating them anyway. Oh, we shit anyway."
But when you're
on a point,
when you're in a run of form like this as well, little things like that, you don't win games by 5 and 6 goals. You win games by 1. And that is the difference in games. When United are shit and we're having bad form and we need a bit of luck and we just need to sort of scrape a few wins together, goals like that are the start of good runs of form. And losing them can be the end. Just need to get another one, but it is so annoying that. Or Anthony found a pass. That's a good pass that from Anthony, and that's shocking.
Oh, you didn't need to do that.
Did
you try and flick it round to Hoyland, did he?
A couple of good passes from Anthony so far. I know it's not exactly end product, but a couple of bits.
Well, I want him to, you want him to do well, don't we?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I want to see something from him.
Andreas Pereira's defo better than Anthony, though.
That's what it's come to now, isn't it?
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? Looking back with fondness at Andreas Pereira.
The Swizzler says, can someone explain why it's off? I genuinely don't understand. The ref thinks that Harry Maguire, who was slightly offside, interfered with play enough to stop the Fulham defender getting to the ball that then went to Garnacho. And I think, to me, and to a lot of people, the ball just went over them too. Neither of them could reach it. They couldn't get to it.
He wasn't reaching that. You take Maguire out of that scenario. He's not, like you saying, he's looking at the ball. He's trying to get there and he can't. It's that simple. He can't get to the ball. It's just nonsense. And
also, I don't think, even if he could, I don't think Maguire being there stops him.
No.
He doesn't stop the player.
No.
He don't grab him. He don't pull him. He don't push him out of the way. They just go to kick each. They sort of near each other or touching each other, but there's not like. Anyway. Nice. Go on now, find a pass, lad. Ah, shit.
You're right about Wan-Bissaka. He don't look right to me.
No, he looks.
He does look like he's
half
not
a yard
quite
off,
his usual zip.
He's not. To be fair, he's not played much football.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I think
that
I'm not having a dig at him. I think you're right in terms of probably been thrown in a bit sooner than we would have liked.
Yeah. Fergal McClement says, when was the last time VAR called a clear and obvious one? Not sure. Tony Pius says, is anything going our way anymore? Since the clock moaning, it's one stupid decision after another. It does feel like it's been 3 years of shit. Stevie86 says, the anything but United has firmly got a hold of the Premier League. It's a joke. See, that's
a good ball that from Harry Maguire.
It is. Go on.
Fair play.
Only one man in the box.
We've done this carbon copy thing 2 times now.
Oh, lucky.
That would have been poetic if Garnacho had set up McTominay.
David Taylor with a super chat. Great show, lads. United weren't getting any decisions for them this season after the Wolves game at Old Trafford. That's a good point, yeah. After the entire refereeing community, media, just tore apart Onana for 10 days. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like he'd fucking kicked someone in the face. Tyler says, it's not VAR, it's the incompetence of the refs utilising it. The other major leagues don't have consistent errors that the Premier League does. I don't watch enough of the other major leagues to comment on that, but certainly the refs aren't helping, are they?
Arsenal's under-18s game away to Brighton today was postponed after the team bus travelled to Bournemouth instead of Brighton.
Jesus Christ.
Easy mistake.
That's fantastic. Oh, good defending there.
Starts with a B, got a beach.
Can we do that?
Blackpool?
Our first team play Brighton. Can we just go the wrong way? Get it postponed?
We're in Burnley.
We'll just go to all the championship grounds. See if we can get a game.
Can we just play Exeter instead? We're here now. Just let us play here.
Still counts here. Still counts.
If you win, you get 3 Premier League points.
If I was tonight,
how do you get all the way there before you realise something's wrong here?
I don't know.
Surely, you've seen.
No, because I just think the bus driver just thought Bournemouth was right.
No, but surely the under-18s manager sat there going.
That's our message.
Surely someone's going.
Good lad.
Oh no.
Oh, everyone's saying the same thing, right? In my group chat, I'm done with football. Can't be bothered. What's the point? These are lads at the game as well. It's like, what is the point?
They'll be saying that at the end of the match as well.
Yeah. It's like, I know it's melodramatic, but it's true. Like, you just think, why are we bothering?
I know.
It's just not fair. It's not made football any fairer. It's made it less enjoyable and more controversial. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I hate it. I don't want to still be talking about Garnacho's goal against Arsenal months later, but we are, because it's such a controversial decision.
I know. And you think that goes back to that same thing. If a ref makes a bad decision in the moment, I get it. You're a human being. Yeah. Football is fast. You only get to see it once. Fine. If 3 refs over 3 minutes and 20 replays make a bad decision, I can't accept that. Mm-hmm. That is shit.
Of course it is.
I'd so much rather have the honest reaction of a referee that yes or no, good or bad, most of them get the right decision, sometimes get it wrong. That's fine. But this slowing the game down, stopping it,
the trouble is now,
you're
not even sure if it's honest anymore, because you got twats like Mike Dean coming out going, oh wow, actually it was my mate, so I didn't know whether to tell him or not. It's like, what the fuck?
Did you see what he said?
No one cares about making the right decision anymore. They care about how they look or how they feel.
And he said,
fuck your feelings.
The other day he said he was on a podcast and he was on about Aguero's goal against QPR. He took his shirt off, obviously they won the league, and he booked him for it. And he said, I felt a bit bad booking him. He said, if that had been for a second yellow, I probably would have let him get away with it, and I'd have took the slap on the wrist. Yeah. And you're like, so you're just a fan of, you're making
them up as you go along.
Just a bloke who doesn't care about the rule. Like,
you shouldn't say that as well, because people get proper emotional about it, because like when the Leicester player took his top off for the owner that died and he got booked for it, and you're saying you're booking him for that,
but you would have let Aguero off.
If it had been a second yellow, I would have let him off for that. You shouldn't be saying things like that, because it's like people start seeing their arse, and rightly so. This is what I mean. It's like you're just adding more controversy to a game that doesn't need it.
You've got a 4-on-4 here for Fulham.
Ericsson, man,
a long shot there,
just twatting it at Fulham players.
Come on, push him, push him. Yeah,
get it.
Go.
Oh, not him.
He's on his own, and he's lost it.
He's kept it. Oh, that's a
yellow. Get him booked. What are you telling him to get up for, you knobhead?
He's an old man. You had the green grass of home in front of you, and you're there cutting back and going wide.
Fucking hell.
He's doing us a favour, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because he weren't going to do shit all out. Literally, if you're marking Anthony, don't dive in, because giving him a free kick is helping him.
Yeah.
Just stand and watch him. Fucking rolling about with the ball under his foot. Sick of him.
I actually think he's been alright today, Anthony.
He hasn't. He's just been less shit than he normally is.
Well, maybe that then. Alright, stay on side. Good cross, that. Oh, good area, that.
I don't even want us to score from free kicks anymore, because it'd probably just be offside. No,
it just ruins it.
It's like someone's going to be offside. We'll rule it out.
I don't understand the idea that the game needed more controversy, man. Do you know what I mean? You got treble winners with 115 charges hanging over him. You've got sports washing everywhere. You don't need more controversy. Yeah, that's where we're at. It's like every single goal, every single game is controversial now. Just can't be bothered.
No.
Come on, Johnny Evans.
Corner.
Come on, Johnny.
Come on,
Johnny Evans trying some.
I'll tell you what, that would have been the greatest goal I've ever seen. Johnny Evans on a near post, scissor kicking it into the roof of the net.
I was thinking, who the
like,
fuck
watch
is that?
this. If this goes in, that's.
Oh, I'm balling it. Oh, that fella put his arm up.
Mate, I love the ambition there. I'm going to score the greatest goal you've ever seen.
Hey, Marco Van Basten. Watch this, you bastard.
Everyone will be talking about this forever. You've got to have some confidence to
Wayne
go for that.
Rooney, watch this.
Yeah, exactly. Well done, Johnny. I admire the effort.
Well done. Who's that? That was Anthony there. Did well there.
Jesus. Everyone's just jumping
I
around.
know, yeah. This is just turning into Sunday League at Earlham fucking playing fields, this. Just hoofing it.
Well done, Garnacho. Go.
Go on, Alejandro. Go on, my son.
Alejandro.
Go on.
Alejandro.
Have a dig, lad.
Don't call my name. Don't call my name.
Well done, Hoyland. Bruno.
Not enough.
He went for that one that, do you remember at Tottenham at home? That same half volley, opened his body up.
He had a sitter the other day, and I just thought, 6-9 months ago.
Yeah, against Newcastle.
Well,
you said it on the
Watchalong.
Watchalong.
Was that 3-0 down?
But it's coming across his body.
Yeah.
They're tricky to hit them, but he's good
scored a
enough
few
to
of
do
them
it,
on that side of the pitch.
Yeah, he has.
In the near post.
Oh, put him under.
Well done.
Don't call my name.
Leno, that is his weakness, Leno, isn't it? He's not
Yeah.
good.
Alejandro. Alejandro. Did you know Lady Gaga's in Sopranos?
Yes. I know the scene as well.
She's an unnamed extra.
Is she?
She's smoking a spliff or a cigarette at the
In the
poolside.
pool, yeah.
Yeah, man. When AJ starts throwing
Was she
trophies
famous
and that.
then? Not famous, but was she even doing anything?
No, not really.
Tom Blue
Come on,
Bobs.
get your head up there, lad.
Track your man. I'm worried about. No, well done, Aaron.
Well done, Wan-Bissaka.
Not doing that to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fuck off. Keep the ball.
Man
Keep
on,
the ball, lad.
man on.
Keep the ball. Yeah, that's okay. Well done. A little booty from
I
Bruno.
get scared when Bruno
Go on
does
then.
that.
Go on then. Oh, he didn't know where the ball was, did he?
He's done well,
Garnacho?
Garnacho, this game, you know.
He's been alright. He has been quite good. Good pressing though from United. Come on.
The trouble is, sometimes it's just Bruno on his own.
Well done.
So it's like if you beat Bruno's press, there's a big gap behind him.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's his fault or the team's fault. It could be his fault because he's just doing what he wants.
Yeah.
Or it could be the team's fault.
Yeah. Is he breaking the structure or are they not following
are they
their
not
structure?
following him?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm never sure. Because he looks a bit headless chicken at times, doesn't he? But then maybe that's because other people can't be arsed.
And then that's why he gets frustrated and just boots people.
Yeah.
I'm still riled about that goal.
I am
You're not alone, bro.
That's pissed me off, that one.
And you'll have all the media and pundits trying to defend it or whatever. It's just a ridiculous decision.
And whenever we get decisions again, people say, oh, you're being mad or whatever, yeah. Like, fucking the amount of decisions that got gone against us this year. Spurs, there was a few, Arsenal, wherever.
The Spurs handball one is
a
disgrace.
It's a disgraceful decision.
Insane.
So many of them.
I wasn't even that mad at the time because I thought we're battering these, we'll get another
Keep
goal.
going,
Because we played really well at that point.
And it was the second game of the season or something. Like, you win that, like, it's just frustrating, man.
Arm up there.
And that's the thing.
And then, like, the Liverpool one, everyone's talking about it for weeks. And it's like, bro, we've been getting robbed on a daily basis, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Rashford, Hoyland's goal against Brighton.
Yeah.
Like that one, you're thinking,
and they haven't even got
they
don't even have the goal line technology to work out whether he was off, whether the ball went over the line or not. We don't have that technology in the Premier League. So it was just like, oh, let's just use
Not
angles from the dodgy side.
You're doing your job. I meant Leno then. Like he just
Well done,
come out as a sweeper.
Well done, Chris.
Oh, it's just too much on it.
It was.
That's what I mean with Hoyland, man. He's got to keep going.
Yeah.
One of these is going to come off for him.
He'll get one. I think now could be a good time for it as well because Fulham have just got a bit of pressure. What? Where's the foul there? That is not a foul, that. Robinson just runs next to Anthony and falls over. I can't understand how he's given a foul there. Fuck off. Free kick to Fulham. 40 yards out?
Someone said, fun fact, she's actually from Milton Keynes.
Who? Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Lady Gaga.
No, she's not, surely. Surely we don't have to Google that.
I'm having a look now. Is New York City, United States in Milton Keynes?
About to say,
I think it is,
Come on.
It's like in Birmingham, there's a place called Hollywood. Do you know that?
Fun facts. She's
Hollywood,
actually
Birmingham.
4th in line to the throne.
Yeah.
I mean,
She grew up in Staines.
is she one of them morons?
Deal.
It's too
No.
early. I had something else lined up.
She ain't from Milton Keynes.
Oh, he's finally done something, the useless twat.
Yeah. You could just say well done.
Have a dig.
I don't think I've disliked the Man United player more than Anthony.
And you've disliked a lot.
Lucky there, lad.
I mean,
Watch this running on sand. Look at him, just foul him.
Now, is it going to make Iwobi look like the greatest midfielder ever? Thank God he
Remember we
can't
went to a
finish.
film premiere with Iwobi?
yeah,
Remember that?
those were the days.
Those were the days. Joe, Ethan, me, and Alex Iwobi.
Yeah.
What film premiere was that?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I went to that.
Load of shite, that film, by the way.
Look.
Everyone, oh yeah, it means this and it means that. Bollocks, does it?
Yeah,
Bollocks. I hate that. Remember in English literature lessons and that? Oh, well, Shakespeare actually meant this. Are you sure? Because I actually think he was just high off his head. Buzzing off his tits, writing.
Just drinking dirty
There's
beer
no
all
way
day.
he was thinking of, oh yeah, actually, well, this means this.
Yeah.
And that means that. Innit?
You just think he was levered or not?
He's just fucked up, yeah, man.
Right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Fucking
So what I mean,
What's your favourite
Shake's piece.
Shakes piece?
we Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love that one.
Fucking man.
That is-
So ahead of his time, wasn't
yeah.
it? What's yours?
What?
Your favourite Shakespeare piece?
Probably dialed too.
Die Hard 2 is sick
Yeah.
as well. What's yours?
The Moomins.
Oh, class. Yeah.
He
So
was
I
really
mean,
in his element when he wrote
was.
that.
To be fair, you can't knock him on that one either.
Go on, Bruno. Who's he got with him now?
Alejandro. Alejandro. Don't,
Yes.
Ah! Don't call my name.
What I will say is, right,
it's come to. We're celebrating crosses now.
Anthony is actually had a semi-decent game
Shut
today.
the fuck up.
Everyone's slagging him off.
Shut the
Garnacho
fuck up.
literally just gave the
Shut
ball
the
away
fuck
to
up.
Iwobi.
This is where our
He almost
standards are.
scored and no one said a word.
I did.
This is where our
No one
standards
said
are.
a
I
word.
said unlucky. Unlucky lad. The thing
Yeah.
is though, one's a kid
Get your hand
Who's-
off Johnny Evans, you little shitbag.
been robbed of his assist and also done well since he's been playing for United. Another one who's unlucky Diogo lad.
Next time have a shot.
I love that.
Rats.
Fuck.
He's-
Nani used to be the best.
Him
for that.
scoring that goal against
I
was
missed
it?
Nani.
Sheffield United might be the worst thing that's ever happened because he's just going to be hitting them all. Actually, to be fair, he hit it against PSG, didn't he? So he's had two now. where
Someone
he
on
has
the
a shot.
MUTV commentary as well must have like compared his goal to Bobby Charlton or
Yeah,
something.
he did.
And then in his interview, he was like, "Oh yes,
Yeah.
just memorable to score a goal like that on a day like this. You know, it was written in the stars." It's like Jesus Christ.
I know, man.
Subjective offside. I can't get that phrase out. there.
Okay.
Subjective.
You know,
Subjectively,
subjective
I think all these refs can.
Why is that entire stand empty? Is it something to do with like not
Because
being finished?
£160
Yeah,
tickets
because it's
probably.
fucking 800 quid to sit
Do you
there.
know what I mean?
Imagine that, right?
Cost
You-
of living crisis.
If like you go to the match with like your three kids,
Yeah.
that's fucking what? It's nearly 600 quid. What?
That's
Yeah, but for
insane.
some people,
Sorry, 640
Is that
quid.
more than Chelsea's as well?
the most
That's a
expensive in the
foul!
it's not. Ericsson's just an idiot.
Fucking hell.
That's a foul, though. Oh,
No, he's not
he
doing
didn't give
anything.
it. Well done.
Johnny Evans stopped playing because he thought it was.
Go on, Johnny lad!
Oh, it's like watching Maldini. Fuck's sake, Hoyland. Did you see that pass through the lines by Johnny Evans?
It's
By
lovely,
the-
wasn't it?
Yeah.
By the way.
It's like watching Maldini, you're right.
Johnny Evans is cut from that kind of cloth, weren't he?
What, Maldini?
Yeah, you know, your Maldinis, your Beckenbauers,
Baresi's up
your
there, isn't it?
Rio Ferdinands, your Bobby
Cannavaros
Moores.
and all that,
Yeah.
Johnny Evans is
You Robert
that ilk.
Huths.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's cut from that same clothy. What cloth do you think you're cut from as a football player? Obviously not the same level, but if you like describe your skill set compared to a
Marcos Senna.
the F1 driver
compared to him. Yeah.
Huh? What?
Remember, we almost bought him, didn't we? Marcos.
Was it Villarreal he played for like
Yeah,
20 years?
Thank God you've just
Yeah,
bailed
I'm
yourself
messing
out.
about.
We were going to get him, but we went for Hargreaves. We linked with him for ages, weren't we? And then apparently we did the dirty on him. Got Hargreaves instead.
Did you see his bullshit 4-4-2
I'm
list
so
the
glad
other
you
day,
brought
by
it
the
up.
way?
Go on.
4-4-2, by the way. Did United's
get it,
worst
I'll get it up.
signings ever or something?
I'll get it up.
First of all, Paul Pogba was second. That's a load of bullshit,
Yeah.
mate.
He
Paul
was
Pogba's never
inconsistent,
been.
but
He's not in the top 20.
Yeah.
There was times when Paul Pogba was world class. He helped us win a few trophies.
Yeah, that's
PFA team of
ridiculous.
the year, whatever. I've done the Pogba thing. But Owen Hargreaves was in this 20. Yeah.
Right.
Owen Hargreaves.
Let's do this.
Remember the free kick in the rain against Arsenal?
You
2-0?
don't win the Champions League without him.
The penalty in Moscow. The performances in Moscow.
Literally-
Performance against Barcelona at right back.
Performance
bro.
against Barcelona at right back.
Anyone who starts in the Champions League final and wins the game is not a disaster.
He could have just played 08.
So you're
He's
telling
not a
me you
flop.
wouldn't have spent that 80 million and you'd have one less Champions League now, one less Premier League, and it'd be worth it.
Yeah,
Right,
keep them two up, by the way,
Right.
you twats.
We'll go through the list. Who do you think's on the list? Do you remember it?
And Bebe was there, wasn't he?
He's number one. Go
Why?
on. Who else you put
Even
on there?
that's
Why is
ridiculous.
Bebe number one?
That's
He only
ridiculous.
cost £7 million. I know, obviously, it's
And
that,
Fergie
back
bought
then
him
that was maybe 15,
because Carlos
20.
Queiroz watched him on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
Fine, we all have
He's not.
like YouTube.
Pogba's
nights.
second is ridiculous. He's not our second worst ever
disgrace.
signing. Let's just get
Pogba
it.
shouldn't even be in the top 20.
Who do you think's third?
I can see it. So I can
Angel Di Maria.
No. Think twins.
Rafael?
Fabio.
No, Djemba.
Okay, wait. Jemba.
He weren't very good, but he's not the third worst signing we've ever made. Like, that's just ridiculous.
But that's because, again, he's like a sort of joke figure.
Yeah, he's like a meme
because his
before he was
name's
a
a
meme.
bit weird
Yeah.
and he whatever. Like,
Falcao's in there.
that's just stupid. He wasn't-
Falcao's 11th, which is
He was
again,
on loan.
which is
Why?
a joke.
Di Maria's in there.
Di
Di
Maria's
Maria.
in there, number 10.
I kind of get that, but
Yeah, well, someone has to be the bottom 20, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, if there is a list of
Morgan
best to
Schneiderlin's
worst,
in there.
Number
he
12.
should be, to be fair. He's 20.
Right, there's
23
one at
million,
number
it's
14, yeah? And you lot, whoever made this list, don't know the definition of a cult hero. You don't know about being a football fan. And the fact you put this guy at number 14 shows you know fuck all about United, being a fan, or this player. Number 14, you've interviewed him. We've interviewed him.
Henrik Larsson.
No.
No, God, do you know what?
would've
It's
kicked
kind of on
off if it
that
was
kind
that.
of level, though. Forlan. Forlan.
He was the
came
right
from
player at the wrong
Uruguay,
time.
made the Scousers cry. Why you put Forlan as one of our worst
He also
ever
went on
scout?
and won 2 European Golden Boots,
It's just
all these different things like...
dickhead
All right, he didn't
behaviour.
perform for us, but we uncovered a gem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It just is.
The Hargreaves one's the worst one.
Owen
'Cause he was
Hargreaves
a
at
six-
15.
That was a
Oh,
successful
yeah, I've
signing.
interviewed Forlan, haven't I?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
18th Minuccio.
No.
Manuccio.
Not for
I
that.
mean, really?
Cost
Well,
like
he
a
cost
million
about
quid.
12 quid. Do you know what I mean?
Who would
Like,
you say? You do your bottom 5?
Bottom 5.
You know, five worst United transfers. Number one for me is Alexis Sanchez.
you nailed it.
Alexis
Definitely.
Sanchez.
Because of the expectation as
The
well.
expectation, he was horrendous. He completely ruined the way
Alexis
structured
Sanchez.
Manchester United
Yeah.
that we are still suffering from
Anthony.
now. No. that's
Harry
not-
Maguire.
No.
Angel Di Maria.
Okay.
And... struggling here. There's a lot, isn't there?
I agree.
Ronaldo part 2. Nah, actually.
Nah, I'm not what, top scorer in his one full season.
Yeah, but I'm on about because, like, you know, kind of
Yeah.
like we didn't need
I know,
to.
but
do it.
worst ever.
Nah, it's not. I was just thinking out loud.
I know. I get that it didn't work
Thinking
out.
out loud. Anthony's defo in there though.
I think it's too soon to say that.
No, it's not.
I know he's not been good.
My mind
but he's
is
only
made.
a year in.
My mind's made. He will never be better than he was last season.
Well, we can't say that, can we?
That, I'm saying it.
Said it. I said it now. Too late.
But those are my top 4. I've probably not got a
For
fifth.
me, what are you saying, Jay?
I'll go with Sanchez, I agree with that.
Sanchez, yeah.
I'm almost tempted to put Sancho in there, you know. Because the way it's worked, what
That's
I
a better
expected.
shout. That's a better
for
shout
me is
than
expectation.
It's not better shout than Anthony.
I think it is.
Like, I'm not even against Anthony. I'm not. I think he's been terrible. But the only sort of saving grace for Anthony is I didn't have a lot of expectation from him, but we've overspent on him and he's been terrible.
Because Anthony is a Bebe level player.
Yeah.
He is one of them lads. Gabriel,
No, he's
Obertan, Bebe.
He's not.
All them fellas.
Martial?
No.
It's not worth
Nah,
signing.
man,
I agree.
not like, you know, there's been moments from Martial, I know it's like few and far between, but that goal in the FA Cup semi-final against Everton, the goal in his debut against the Scousers, when he got 20-odd goals in a season, there was a lot of moments during that season. Like, he's done something.
Yeah, I agree.
Where I wouldn't say he's a top 5 worst ever signing, regardless of whether you think he's been good enough or not. I don't know, do you know? I think Mac, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think Schneiderlin was a duffer.
I agree.
I think he was terrible.
It was awful.
We bought him with like Schweinsteiger and that, and other players.
I don't mind Schweinsteiger though. Schweinsteiger gets a pass for me because that game against the Scousers. I don't care. I'm sorry, it was amazing.
Don't care.
Don't care. It's what anyone but David Moyes. Do you know, again, biggest disappointment? If I can use it as biggest disappointment rather than worst, because I think that's a bit harsh, I'd put Memphis up there. Because again, I thought he was going to be mint and he showed glimpses, but then he was awful for ages. Do you know what I mean?
Pass.
In terms of worst players, there's been worse players.
Fucking
Like, there's been worse players
Play
than
Bruno.
Alexis Sanchez, but it's the expectation, isn't it?
Stinker.
Nah, man.
I think, for me, it's Sanchez worst.
Yeah.
I think Falcao and Di Maria have got to be in there.
Because is that again
Falcao
no
was expectation, one of the best
Yeah.
strikers in the world. Came in, what was it, 2 goals
He
scored?
weren't fit, was he? He weren't fully fit, I don't think. Because he went, but he go back
He's
to
on
Monaco.
loan though, Falcao.
He
I
would
know,
go
but
back to
you know,
Monaco.
if we're doing expectation to reality,
yeah.
I think that those have got to be in there. And I think Sancho.
Do you know who I've put in?
Who?
This might sound so weird. I actually think Victor Valdez has got to be one of our worst ever signings. He came in, did nothing,
free.
caused a load of drama, and then left. It's like, what was all that about?
Yeah, it was stupid.
Like,
it
was just
bad.
nonsense.
Yeah.
He literally did nothing for us. And he came, he hadn't even won the treble.
Has Maguire got another clash of heads here?
He loves it, Donny Maguire.
He does. I worry about it.
Someone just tweeted a load of decisions that we should have got.
Yeah.
Romero versus Spurs.
Yeah.
Hoyland versus Arsenal, penalty shout.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
After
Especially
the one we
once you've
saw given the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Garnacho's goal against Arsenal. Hoyland goal versus Brighton.
Yeah.
Palace handball.
What was that one?
Saka possibly red card against Bruno.
Oh, is that the one where the ball's coming over and he's looking at Bruno and it just hits his arm? Like,
You're looking at Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford, sorry. Yeah.
Rashford's about to bring the ball down.
Yeah, and it's like, you can't give a penalty because I want looking. All right, well, why don't everyone just jump in
But the thing is, he goes like
corner? Yeah. And then the ref watch, he went, his hand's by his side, and his hand's like that.
You know what drives me mad as well, yeah? You know, like Gary Neville and that, yeah? When it's a decision for like Liverpool or someone, he'll go mental, and when it's us, he'll just ignore it. Like it never happened.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is with him? He knows United fans will be with him. He knows he's got United fans.
Anthony.
And he wants City and Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans to like him.
Yeah.
This guy, man, he's so shit.
That wasn't his fault, that.
He's just
The ball gets played to him, and as it arrives at his foot, their defenders
I need
on
a
him.
drink. I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah, man. Will you get us one?
Yeah, get a little drinky in that.
What do you want?
Don't know.
Where are you going?
We can't have no one on the show.
If you want to go with him,
No, I'm all right.
You go on your own.
Right, half time then. We're going to hear from Andy Tate in
Andy
just a
Tate
second.
sitting with us.
Get your
Is he
thoughts.
going over there?
Well, if Adam's going, Andy sit there.
Sit here. You're right.
Get your thoughts in on that first half. Andy, what have you made of that first half?
A bit like a blind date on a Saturday night. You got 3 dates. We got a lot of problems, Chuck.
Do you remember Blind Date?
Yeah, just the tail end of it. Yeah, I remember a bit of Cilla Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my analogy on the first half. Bright 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then VAR's on its ass, mate. I'm not interested.
So let's just go straight to that then. The disallowed goal. Ball comes in. Maguire sort of goes for it. Goes over his head. Garnacho squares it to McTominay. Everyone's screaming, cheering, and it gets brought back.
Yeah, I'm looking on the line and I'm looking at McTominay. He's offside, but then you look at the bottom, you see the Fulham player, he's playing him on.
Yeah.
and it's like we're looking at that. They're looking at something else.
Maguire,
so why aren't we getting told this?
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's on its arse. Now, like you say, you give Man City a goal against Fulham, don't you?
Yeah.
When he's 6 miles offside, you know.
Literally stood in the way of the goalkeeper as well.
Literally scored in the way of the goal. He was so far offside. He was in Moss side.
I know.
So it's a joke. VAR's on its arse. I'm sick of it.
It is.
And you're the United fans singing what they think of VAR. So I thought that was quite nice.
And I think we are getting to a point as well where you're starting to see pundits and stuff on TV saying, I think it's nonsense, it's rubbish. And I know Stephen Warnock isn't exactly a huge name pundit, but he does ref watch every week, doesn't he? And last week he was...
Warnock, he's just a scouser. He'll only say something when he wants to.
This is how bad it is. I agree with you. But even he's been backing us.
He was saying
that's how bad
VAR isn't working. Let's just get rid of it. And, he's not a huge voice, but a lot of people watch ref watch and those clips go viral every single week. And you've got people now saying, this is just a load of shit. I don't think anyone's enjoying it.
You're getting pulled on technicalities, as I would say. So it's just, you know what, let the game flow, for God's sake.
I know.
Is it any wonder why, like you say, I go watch other teams sometimes. I go watch draws, then a bit of non-league. At least it's flowing. It's not, there's no, like I say, even watch the Paddock. It's natural football. It's not fucking techno bullshit we're getting now.
Yeah. I actually couldn't believe that one. Because the ball just goes over and they both go for it. Neither of them get to it, Maguire and their defender, because it goes over their heads. They're not involved. It's like the ball goes near him, but he's not stopping him getting it, first of all. Maguire doesn't stop him or pull him back or anything like that. And secondly, it just goes over him. They're not even part of the game.
He pulled him because he took a swing at it, he tried to get it.
Yeah, but he doesn't touch it. And he doesn't stop the defender. Crucially, Harry Maguire doesn't stop their defender touching the ball. That is the rule, and he doesn't do that.
In the control room, that's all it is.
Yeah, get your thoughts in the comments. Not Altair says, even TalkSport sided with us on Twitter on the offside. You know it's bad when, what was it, the other day, 15 videos on United in 24 hours.
TalkSport are just trying to play it fair. You got to give him something back. Oh yeah, other outlets will be saying it's offside.
Yeah, I mean, if you look on social media, get your comments in, I'm going to go through the comments as well, but you look on social media, like, I genuinely just can't see anyone having defending it. This whole idea of subjective offside isn't a thing. Where has that phrase come from? The first time I've ever heard that phrase is today.
Subjective offside. It would be nice if the FA and the refs would enlighten us. Is there a book out there we can observe every stupid bloody code? Space Code Directive 34124?
Yeah, a bit of that.
You know what I mean? A bit something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
he knows what I mean, but
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Are you saying that all officers should wear trousers on deck? I don't think that's relevant right now.
I don't think. No officer in zero gravity should attempt that.
I think if we look at...
We've broken, me and Andy. Me and Andy have collectively broken together.
Turned into Red
We've lost
Dwarf
the plot.
repeaters.
Hey.
Just the rest of the game was relatively non-eventful, wasn't it? That was.
Do you know what it is, right?
That was the big thing of the whole game.
I think it sums up a lot of what is going wrong at United, and I want to get your thoughts, Andy, as well. But it's almost like some of these players haven't really got it in them what we need them to do. Mm-hmm. Like, Hoyland's making the right runs. Is anyone finding him? Garnacho, I think, has had a decent game, although as you pointed out, he did give it away one time, which could have been very costly. Anthony, you're right. He's been all right, but we need more. We need him to do more than all right. Yeah.
I said this the other night. He's a one-trick pony.
Yeah, and
he's a one-trick pony.
Good enough. We need more from him, and I don't know if he's got it in him, to be honest with you. And Bruno's trying, but again, not quite finding the right pass. I mean, some of our best passes have come from like Evans and Maguire, which says it all. So
I'm quite shocked that Varane's not playing. I really am. Like you say, I'm not believing in Rashford. I'm not believing that.
No.
Probably at your knee in a nightclub, you know what I mean, getting up when you go into the gents.
Yeah.
That's what I meant before, so I'm glad Jay didn't get it. Then he did get it like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, sorry.
What I will say, I think, is it's worth pointing out, for me at least, when he gets a lot of criticism, I think Scott McTominay's had a fine game. I don't think he's been great, but he's not been an issue. Okay. He's been okay, hasn't he? No one's really stood out for United. Dallo as well, good to see that one bit of defending that he did, sprinting back into the 6-yard box, sliding the ball away.
He's learned quick, hasn't he?
That's what I'm saying.
He's learned quick after Wednesday.
I want to just point these little bits out because he had an absolute stinker.
Bissaka was alright as well, but we've missed him.
Yeah, me too. I agree with that. But it's one of them. You know, I'm looking at some of the sort of the scores that players get based just on stats and data, and everyone for United is in that
doesn't
6
concern
to
me,
6
mate.
and a half.
It's all about what you do on the pitch and putting it in the net.
I agree with that. It's just been
set bollocks. Don't do it.
No, but I'm saying everyone, and I would agree, has just been okay. No one's been great. It's not been poor. We're not creating enough chances. And it's these sort of games where getting a disallowed goal will cost you.
They're getting down the left flank. Like you say a couple of times, like a William, is it that Rafa lad? They're getting down the left flank, and that's a little bit concerning.
Yeah.
No, it's Andy. What would you do to change it? If you look at that, I mean, the bench isn't great, but there's options there. If you were going to make a change, would you keep it the same? Would you wait for 15? Would you change it now at half time? Just give us your thoughts on what we could do.
I would just, I'd have to keep it till the 60th, 65th minute. I could change. And if the tempo's not, there's no tempo between that and then you got to change it because they're playing with extreme caution. They don't want to. They're scared. It's like the confidence is fragile. So I'm not expecting anything. Like I say, Joe Cole said it before. I was watching upstairs. It's about individualism. It's about individuals with a bit of magic. It's not a team thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what he was saying. Like, he was talking to Rio.
Do you know when you're going through a bad run of form, though? I think that is what happens with clubs, isn't it? Like, you end up having it so that it's just, you need to just have a bit of individual brilliance or just someone doing something amazing to win you a game. Because we're not gelling at the minute. But I don't think that means we never will. I think that we can turn it around. Do you, or do you think Ten Hag is going to struggle to get these lads playing every year?
I'm backing the manager 110%. I'm backing the manager. But the players, I said this weeks ago, the penny's not dropping. Yeah. If you're not giving, do you know what? Change it. Like I say, drop yourself. If you get dropped, you're not performing to the standards of the club. Yeah. You're not performing on the pitch. It's about working hard and getting the results, mate. I did 9 washing powder pallets last night, and I'm absolutely shattered with 2 hours sleep. Try that. I know. Try that for 10 hours.
You did 9 washing powder what?
Pallets.
All right, I thought that was some sort of
absolutely cream crackers.
I wonder what you're on about.
And I'll probably be on more tonight as well. So yeah,
we've all been on the powder. Don't you worry about that.
Bold and aerial, yeah.
3 in 1.
Yeah.
Bold and aerial, and I surfed all the way through it.
Nice,
that's
nicely
good,
done.
That's really good, actually. Well done.
Really good. What are the comments saying, Joseph?
Yeah, we've got a lot
of the comments.
Yeah, Marquez says VAR's ruined football. Discombobulate says, see all the rival fans in here. Hello, you crusty bellends. Interesting.
Nice.
Fergal McClements says, has anyone seen anything similar to today's decision where the precedent, where this is the precedent? The City pen was the exact same.
What City pen?
I don't know which one it means. The City goal, obviously. I haven't seen a chance like that.
Now this is a rule. This is a rule from the rule book. It's right at the back, paragraph A, page 369, because that's what it is. 369, absolutely on its arse. They've gone through the little instruction booklet. Oh, dear, we'll get them on that tech. That technicality.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah, people in the comments talking about this subjective offside thing. Which is not something I've ever heard.
Never knew that was a thing.
And also, I have to go back to this thing of, was that a clear and obvious error from the referee?
God, here we go.
And this is the rule. We read it out before, but I'll read it out again. So you're offside if you clearly attempting to play the ball, which is close, which Maguire does clearly attempt to play the ball. Here's the bit though: when this action impacts on an opponent. It doesn't. I don't believe that player would have got there if Maguire wasn't there. Making an obvious action which clearly impacts the ability of an opponent to play the ball. It doesn't.
You see, when you go back to, if you got rid of VAR, right, you went back to a linesman with his flag. Yeah, years ago, it'd be like, unless you're 100% sure he's offside, don't flag it. The advantage used to be with the attacking team. And you used to just see more free-flowing football, less stopping and starting, more goals. It was just better, more enjoyable for the fans, and it was fairer. And like you were saying, on the watch along, if there was a decision that was wrong, you could go, okay, the linesman in a split second he's made a bad mistake. 5 minutes we had, VAR team couldn't make a decision, the referee went over and looked at it, and then he's decided after watching replay after replay, that decision.
Does that strike you as a clear and obvious error?
No, that's what I mean. It makes you more angry because you've had all these replays, you've had all these people looking at it, then you've come to the wrong decision. If it's a split second linesman, I can forgive it. We're all human. If he goes, I thought that was offside, oh, it might be wrong there. That's all right. But when you've had it analysed and they've still come to the wrong decision, after everyone's been waiting, everyone's been sort of stood there, it's just pathetic. And also, even from not even from a fan point of view, from the players' point of view, they've stopped playing football for 5 minutes and have just stood there waiting around. Like, that doesn't help the game flow. So I just feel like with VAR, either give it a time limit where you go, right, we've got to make a decision within a minute, and if we can't, the goal stands, or get rid of it. I'd rather he just got rid of it. I just think it's wrecking football.
I'd rather have the controversy down the pub.
Yeah,
and that's what makes football. You get decisions that will benefit you. You'll get decisions that go against you, and that's the way it is. It's a level playing field. It'll go this way or that way. Just deal with. Let's go back to how it was.
Yeah.
But they never will.
No. Yeah, like I said before, people in the comments saying, "Oh, those bad decisions before VAR." Yeah, but I could understand why a ref would give a bad decision when you only get to see it once in full speed. When you're stopping the game, ruining celebrations, watching it 20 times, 3 different people watching it, and you still get the wrong decision, I can't
Even
accept
the
that.
Hubble Space Telescope probably viewed it 3 or 4 times and couldn't call a fucking decision.
Exactly. Is it a clear and obvious error if you're having to watch it 20 different times to see if has he interrupted, has he interfered, would he have got it with that? That's not clear and obvious. It just didn't, obviously. Danny H says, it's not Ten Hag's fault. These players have no passion for the club, not like Keane, Beckham, Neville, Scholes, Rooney era. Marco Grady says, someone's mentioned about putting a time limit on VAR. That's literally the stupidest thing I've heard. Put a time limit on it, then we would end up with the SPU versus Liverpool debacle.
Be like ice hockey or basketball or bleeding American football.
Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. Apparently, Maguire trying to hit the ball means he interfered with play, which is weird if that's the rule. Well, the rule, as we can see it there, is it's if you attempt to play the ball, which leads you to impact an opponent. And I don't think he stopped the Fulham player from getting to the ball. I just don't think he did.
I shot him or not, but I was still on side. I wasn't interfering.
No.
It's just the thing is as well, like you saw after that decision, Delo's like saying to everyone, right, come on. But you've got to have that in your mind, like that sense of injustice and anger. It can affect you as well. It's just, and like you saying, like the Fulham players all look buoyed by it because they're like, we got away with that one.
Yeah.
Like they look stunned because none of them were appealing for an offside. None of them were like had their arms up or were moaning to the ref. They all just got on with it. And it's like VAR intervenes, and all of a sudden, we found something that no one knew was there. It's the City penalty all over again. How many times do we see those not given as a penalty?
Well,
every game. And
I bet if you analysed every corner in this game, it would have happened.
Yeah, all of a sudden we found it. We've managed to find something.
That happens every week. I bet you that's been looked at in the previous games, in other Premier League matches, and they've just waived it, and they've just pulled it because it's Man United.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Man United thing, if it's just we happen to have had a series of bad luck. I don't know what it is.
Our Webb's had his feelings hurt.
Yeah, it does feel as though we've had the odds and the swing of VAR this season does feel as though it's gone against us far more than it's gone for us. Hit the like button on the video if you're watching. Over 4,000 people watching. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes.
You sort of me, bro.
Someone says, has Adam given up? No, he's coming back. He's just had a little breather. He's stressed out after that first half, and I think it's understandable. Arafat says the club needs to release a statement saying if the players don't follow everything the manager asks, their contracts will be terminated in January. I mean, we'd end up with 8 players next week, which can't happen. How are you?
I'm all right. Went for a walk, some fresh air.
How did that do you?
It's mad, isn't it? You know when you get out into the real world,
yeah,
and like you're walking around thinking, "Oh, fucking hate refs. I hate McTominay and Anthony, and oh, fuck this shit, football shit." And then you just see people living their life and don't even care about football. I wish I was one of them people, you know.
Yeah.
What do you do on a weekend if you don't like football?
Just sit at the bus stop.
Yeah? There's a lot of people sat at the bus stop outside.
It's so busy, that bus stop.
Yeah, and we all know what Piccadilly Gardens is famous for. Sat at the bus stop, yeah, so yeah.
I think that is my next step, you know, smack.
I think that's fair.
I think that is... Cause
Class A narcotics on a Saturday morning.
I'm already self-harming with United. May as well just go whole hog, just start shooting up.
Just get it in. I'd smoke it, I think, rather than shooting it.
It's
too scary. I'm not sticking a needle in.
Can you mix it with
needles are a bit
Can you mix it with sherbet?
Yeah, you mix it with Cocoa Pops.
Needles are a bit... I couldn't do the needle thing, you know.
No.
Also, You proper look like a junkie when you do. You know, if you're smoking.
Mix it with
It's
Starburst.
cool.
Johnny Cash.
It's European.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You're
Johnny
outside a
Cash.
cafe. Yeah, exactly.
Mix it with your
Johnny No
Starburst. That's one of your 5 a day.
Exactly. We've kicked off for the second half.
Here we
Good
go.
point here from
Finish.
Lee Padden, actually. Who says, why do we even bother with the pantomime of the ref going to the monitor? We all know the decision is going to happen once he does. Just make the decision in the VAR room. It is a bit silly, isn't it, the whole, let me go and have a look and we'll see if I agree with it.
Let's have a look at what you could have won.
There's literally been like 1 in 650 decisions that have gone against the screen. There's literally no point in it.
See, he likes that. Retro.
I loved it.
For
Retro
Andy, yeah.
ref.
Bit of
Can we
Jim
get that
Bowen.
little cursor off the screen, please? It frustrates and annoys.
It's not the curse, it's McTominay in midfield.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Nice.
It's that.
Let's go off to the right.
Alex Iwobi's going to just turn
There
into
you go,
prime.
It will be.
Yeah, he will be
Clarence
today.
Seedorf.
No. Prime. It will be one Canova, probably.
That's nice, that.
We just got prime Anthony. What is prime Anthony?
Oh!
That's class
That
from
was
Delo.
unreal from Dallo, that.
Was that a header?
It was like a young Nemanja Vidic.
Was that a header?
Yeah.
Smash.
Great pass
Some ball from Bruno. He didn't mean it,
Come on,
maybe,
keep
but
it. Find him.
Look.
this guy,
Keep the
look,
ball.
watch this.
No, keep it. That's good. That's shite.
He knew he was offside, so he didn't want to touch
I don't
it.
think he was offside.
No, not him.
Oh,
Hoyland. So when he went
Yes,
to make
well
the
done,
pass,
kid. Good play there.
Hoyland was in that offside position.
Well done.
Play.
Put it in.
Unlucky, Aaron.
Lucky. Did well there, Wan-Bissaka. He almost looked shocked that he'd got there.
Does Palace have beef with Fulham? Is that a thing?
Surely.
Fulham don't have beef with anyone, do they?
Not really, no.
Chelsea?
Even Chelsea they can't be asked being proper rivals with, can they? Chelsea hate.
I think it's Chelsea because
Spurs.
it's the posh area.
Yeah.
Who's more posher than you?
The big Sue's
Garnacho.
derby.
Oh, lucky. Good effort there. Well done, lad.
Do you shop at Harrods or Waitrose? That's the main rivalry with Chelsea Fulham.
Yeah.
Mohammed Al Fayed. Remember him?
Yeah.
And Ali G.
Oh yeah, medical gangster.
Al Fayed.
Mohammed. Yeah, it's fucking right good, that song, actually. He actually just sang it with him proper, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember him bopping like that as well.
People used to get into it, man, with Ali G. He had Posh and Becks on there. That's how big Ali G was. Because that's where the old... Remember when Posh joked that Beckham wore her knickers and then everyone basically like... It was when Beckham could joke about anything because people would take it serious.
Here comes the shopkeeper.
Al Fayed. Why is that purple for you? You watched it.
I know, I just clicked on it now.
Oh, okay.
No, I have watched that song or listened to that song not long ago. He just sings it all and it just gives him an all. Yeah. Al Fayed says the whole time is Al Fayed. It's so good.
Why is he famous? Because of Harrods?
Yeah.
Did he own Harrods from the start, or did he become the owner of Harrods?
I'll find out now. Yeah. Did he
take over Harrods?
He bought a Michael Jackson statue and put it outside the stadium. Remember that? He was
I remember
best
that.
mates
Yeah,
with
Craven
Jacko.
Cottage. Do you remember when Michael Jackson used to rock up to Exeter City games with that fella that used to bend the spoons? Yuri
Geller, Mindbender. Yeah, Yuri
Or was it
Geller.
Lincoln? It was some shit team like that.
Harrods has been about for 174 years, so I doubt it.
Yeah, so Mohammed Al Fayed made them.
He started it.
Yeah.
He was only 20 at the time. Then he got embroiled in the cash for questions scandal.
I bet Harrods has got a dark
How much do you think he sold Harrods for?
He sold it?
Yeah, he sold it.
I bet like the Qataris own it now, don't they? Or someone like that.
It was sold to Qatar Holdings, the sovereign wealth fund of Qatar.
1.3 billion.
Are you joking? 1.5 billion.
Oh,
He smashed it. Really good.
I should value company.
The same amount what Sir Jim's putting in.
A Harrodsworth, please. I'll take one Harrodsworth of Manchester United.
Would you rather buy Harrods or one Harrods worth of Man United?
One Harrodsworth of Man United. Oh.
Nah, I'd rather buy Harrods.
Would you?
You know, like when you was a kid and you used to go Toys R Us and you used to be able to jump in the go-karts and stuff. And
Oh, they've got a hell of a
Ride
toy
around.
department at
Remember that?
Harrods. Hey,
imagine you owned it now.
I know, you get bored after 2 weeks.
There's a hell of a toy department there from what I've heard.
I went in Harrods once about 20 years ago. All I remember was how good like the fish counter was.
I've never been in
fucking
Harrods.
all sorts
I've
of
never
it.
been in Harrods.
Just kept staring at it.
It might have been like me the first time I went into Morrison's and said the salad bar.
Was he winking at you?
We used to lose it when we went to Retford. We're going, Mum's taking us to Big Morrison's. Salad bar, just looking like that, at a crouton like that.
Oh my God.
Got bacon bits and everything. Trying to put your finger in the dresser. How do you fit 1,000 islands into that?
Yeah, it's quick save for me back in the day. Quick save. Yeah,
but was good.
But Morrison's was a treat.
Yeah,
we went there once. Like sometimes we went there Christmas shop. Sometimes we went there.
Morrison's was
it's weird. I only remember Morrison's as a treat when my parents were together. That's sad, isn't it?
It is.
That's quite depressing.
More reasons to shop at Morrison's.
Oh, corner that, innit?
He's actually got lucky. He's got a corner there because the cross wasn't great, was it?
He's greedy, man.
Garnacho. Good touch there from, who was that?
You know what it is? He's scored down that side of the pitch, innit? So he must feel like it's his side of the pitch.
I think he's trying to cross it.
He was very unlucky,
you know.
He did try and cross it.
We've got a corner out of it.
There's Anthony, the most useless man on the edge of the box.
Don't you dare.
Waiting for a pass that isn't coming.
Go on, Garnacho.
On the floor.
Well done there.
Put it in. Oh, God.
Play
well done,
below.
Dallo. Really well done. Maguire.
Go on, Johnny!
Oh, lucky.
Oh, Johnny should have twatted it.
He's giving a foul there, isn't he? You know he's going to give that. As soon as Johnny Evans jumped up too early, you knew he was giving a foul there.
Oh, flipping hellfire.
Where's Jay gone with these mugs, glasses or whatever?
I don't know. Yeah, he's not going for the ball, is he, Evans? He jumps like, well, the ball's still on the way up.
Hello!
We're going to be stuck with him for the next 2-3
Who, Jay?
years.
Yeah, we're stuck with him.
No, Johnny Evans.
Oh, no, not wrong with Johnny Evans.
Not right with him either.
I think he's better than Maguire.
Do you actually?
No, 100%.
Okay.
Hey, Harry took a blow to the face today. Right?
Yeah, it looked like a sore one, that.
Yeah, proper just fucking shoulder to the eye socket, wasn't it?
What's your most memorable injury? As in...
The one that springs to mind first?
Just like, boom. I always think of Van der Hau's eye against Arsenal.
I can't remember.
There was like a goal line scramble and someone went in and kneed him in his eye and he had a massive coco on his eye.
The one that springs to mind when you say that was Alan Smith breaking his leg. Because it was like the ball that broke his leg, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I was at that game.
And his leg was in the air, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then his leg went like under him as he sort of landed on it.
We're talking United players are...
Just...
Dave was Coventry City player at Old Trafford.
David Bust.
Yeah, David Bust. I was right behind that.
He did bust.
Yeah, I saw the blood. The blood get washed away. Got a big bucket of water, swilled away the blood. It was a corner for I think it was United. Crossed at him, and in was it Coventry corner?
Yeah.
It was there was a clash or something. They all came together, and the poor lad, his leg went like that.
What, like
Raymond Van der Hau's eye?
Oh, fucking, I thought you were showing me someone's broken leg. Yeah.
See
like
his
a golf ball on his
that game.
Cheek.
I've seen some leg wrecks. I remember Eric Larson's. That was horrific.
There's a lad,
Celtic.
When I was playing fucking Sunday League football, there was a lad who got his leg broken like that. Proper bad. Like snapped, ambulance on the pitch.
One geezer broke it and he had so many, you know, remember when people used to double up socks and all that stuff? He had so many on and they just got to trying to cut through all this shit on his leg.
Yeah, it was horrible. You could see his shin pad had gone like that because his bone was like pushing his shin pad. Absolutely horrible. I just like...
Have you ever had a big break?
No. I've broke my elbow.
On Stretford Paddock.
I've broke my elbow, but it wasn't like a bad one. It was just
Come on, you one trick pony.
Go on, get the ball in.
He's not even a one trick.
Get the ball in.
He don't have one trick.
Cross it.
He's a one shit pony. If that works.
Right, should we get Jay back in? Thank you, Andy. We'll speak to you at the end of the game. We'll get your review and thoughts at the end of the game.
No shit. See you later.
Cross in.
No shit. See you later.
You said give Joseph.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've got a little pint glass. I don't know what this is for. What you made me?
What's
this?
A
little nourished
thank
piece.
You, sir.
Look at that, Mango. You love a smoothie. You do.
For Mango.
Nice.
It's a smooth port.
Am I right like this?
It's thick, that, isn't it? It's a thick piece. Should we try drink out of that pint glass at the same time together?
What, like that? The pint glass bros. United just holding possession quite well at the start of the second half. Do you know you could eat that with a knife and fork?
Ball flare, that.
No, it's not. got carried away. Forgive me.
He lost track of it in the air, Dello, didn't he?
It's lovely. A little Morrison's on.
What have you consolidated your thoughts?
It's called Van Gogh. That's why you said that.
With that Raymond van der Gaal injury you're talking about?
Van der Gaal, look.
The eye one?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? You know who came on for him? I don't know if you spoke about it. Nick Culkin.
Nicky Culkin.
And you know he played something like 30 seconds and that was it.
What, at the end of the game?
Yeah, it's like the shortest United career ever.
Oh. Go on then. Stay with him.
It feels like we've been better today up until a point. And I mean that because we've been really bad for a while. But it's because Fulham aren't really doing anything, are they? No. They're not really... How many fucking fouls on the same man in the same play?
Is he on a yellow? Or it's not Bastley. It's the other, I'm thinking that it was the other kid that got booked in the first half. There's only one of them, wasn't there? Should have been about 3.
Should have been Palhinha as well. Because the free kick
where we scored
That
was a joke, bro. That's such an obvious yellow because he doesn't just foul him. He lifts his leg up because he knows he's getting away from him.
Yeah, he's tripping him.
So it's cynical, like, in terms of, like...
And he's stopping a counter-attack.
Yeah, that's a definite yellow. But this referee is completely inept.
Just don't fancy it. Maguire's been decent today. Come on. Controlling the game a little bit more second half.
We just need a bit of this. Come on, Ericsson, man.
That's not it.
Come on, man.
Because United are going to Moscow. Follow.
We can't just leave the man on the ball either. Fucking hell.
Oh, no.
Well done, Harry.
This is the... Why does my heart feel so bad? No, you gotta go. Keys open doors.
Yeah, it does all Maguire.
Keys open doors.
Come on.
What song you sing?
Moby and that.
Oh, I love Moby, mate. Well, that album. I don't love all his stuff, but
Moby Dick.
Oh! Iwobi just sent Ericsson to the shop, and Bruno got it. 2 megs in one.
Harry again.
Come on, man.
He's knackered, Maguire. Every time the ball goes near him,
he might even be concussed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Looking over at the bench.
Because when you're concussed, you feel tired.
Yeah, you do. You feel groggy
sleepy as fuck.
We'll do something like wait till.
Nice, well done, Garnacho. I didn't know if you'd spotted that run.
Alejandro. Of course you fucked it.
Oh, I thought he was going to make the foul then. Oh, God.
Pissing through us now. It's the problem we have. We attack, and then our transition.
Right, go with it.
See Wan-Bissaka there, though, watching who he needs to go. Diogo Dalot against, who was it the other day? Yeah. Newcastle. Fella just jogged past him.
I know.
Almiron.
He switched off, didn't he? He switched off.
It was 0-0 as well.
Yeah.
That means you think, hold on, surely you can't switch off here.
Yeah.
It's 0-0.
Just did, didn't he? He realised too late. He turned around and realised. And he's like, oh, shit, he's in here. It's basic, that, man. There's no excusing it. It's just so basic.
Yeah, we look, as soon as we start looking good going forward or dangerous, we open up like that defensively.
It's just one pass in it.
Transitionally was terrible.
Slabhead fucked or what?
He's fucked today.
If he's concussed, you have to take him off. If he's
insisting, then take him off. I'm not being funny.
And who is it, the ref, to get him? By the way, the ref just all of a sudden just demanded.
To be fair though, if
after
he
an hour,
no, I don't mind that if he's
looking after someone. I think he's
not right
because
a player's always going to want to play on. Like he'll always want to play.
I think in his head he'll have. I can't look like
you don't look soft,
like someone who's soft. Like
fucking
I think
injury, isn't it?
Like
no,
exactly.
I know. What I'm saying.
There's lots of things.
Also, his eye is swollen.
Yeah,
around his eye here, he's got like a.
I think, but I mean, in his head, he'll be thinking the last thing I need now is a reputation of being someone who don't want to play.
It looks like there's something under his skin here.
Yeah, it's just he's swollen up.
If Varane's there,
yeah, come on,
just fucking come on.
What?
Oh Jesus!
You know what? If you take Maguire off, though, I'd put him with Palestron.
Yeah, me too. If Varane don't come on, there's an issue there.
But then he
was warming up before.
That's true.
Unless 2 of them are coming on.
Yeah, that's
Bruno, you're not going to get that, and I think he's give up on it. To be fair,
tell you who's giving up on something. Anthony, fuck you now. Giving up on his career.
How many games are we just going to say? Maybe the next one.
I don't like
So
this.
the ref
in
just
Maguire's
wanted us down to
situation.
10 minutes for a minute, 10 men for a minute.
No, I don't like this though.
It's a bit bad if the referees notice something.
If the ref's stepping in and like, this guy's not right. Go on, you got to get there.
Man,
Oh, you were there!
played an honour.
Oh my God, great defending.
Pereira should have
Who was
scored that, surely.
McTominay. Good tracking there from McTominay.
Pereira should have scored.
Well, I think McTominay got there first, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't see who it was, but
Yeah, he must have done
that
it.
was so weird. How?
I think
I'm used to seeing Pereira do that
took a little
for
while
us.
to drop to him or whatever.
Does Maguire think he's signing for West Ham? Do you see that?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's what he said.
Oh my
That's
God.
so annoying. That
He's
noise.
gone full West Ham.
Oh,
That was poor.
Was that Anthony?
Don't worry.
Get him off.
Don't worry about it.
Get him off. Like, seriously.
Save. What happened
Anthony's
there?
actively playing for them at the minute.
What happened there though? Why was our box just completely open then? Save. I mean, comfortable in the end, but I love how
He's proper Joe Hart, that, isn't he?
Yeah, no need.
He's
to,
100%.
Why is
Aaron Ramsdale
empty
it.
there for them.
Like, that's what I was saying before. Like, they've got a big chunk of the ground that's empty, which is a bit bizarre.
I love how-
considering that United Fulham's a sellout, or Fulham United's a sellout.
12.
Well done, Eric.
To be fair, it looks like corporate area, but that's
Like,
even more.
well, yeah, you're not going to not sell any corporate tickets.
Go on, Hoyland. Get it up him.
Come on, push with him. Push with him. Stop the pass. There you can go along. Put it on Maguire's already concussed brain. There we go. Rattle that bastard around a bit more. Fucking hell.
Oh, you're a
Get him off.
Second half. Second half, he's gone to shit.
Get him
Anthony.
off. He's having one.
80 million down the drain. Anthony does my fucking head in again. That's a foul all over Maguire.
You don't get.
Foul. He's all over the place, so I think his head's gone. Like, head's gone. Head injury gone.
I think he's done all right.
He's got to be careful there.
Fair play to him. Fucking hell.
I genuinely, Daniel James, Andreas Pereira, Bebe, Obertan, give me any of them chumps over Anthony on
The
the
problem
right.
now is Fulham are creating chances and they're having shots on target. We're not doing
That's
any,
out.
any
That
of
went
that.
out.
We're not doing any of that.
Name me some shit wingers.
Oh, you said Obertan, didn't you? Sorry.
United ones are just generally.
United ones.
Pellistri?
Go on, Gary.
Oh, it is coming on. Ballistra's coming on for Anthony. Fair enough, innit? I thought first half he was
Ralph
average.
Milne.
Second half he's been very, very poor. Very poor.
Ralph Milne's way before, but there's like
Carol
a supporter.
Poborski.
Ralph
Oh yeah, I
Milne.
know that Ralph Milne. He's dead now. God rest him. There's a Ralph
So
Milne.
explain the
ultras.
story behind that.
Ralph
I
Milne
assume he was
ultras,
so
right. I
shit.
know-
He was
I-
a cult hero.
He goes down in history as our worst ever signing, and Fergie kind of threw him under the bus a little bit by saying, "Yeah, he probably was," but he was good when he was at Dundee. I bought him, and to be fair to Ralph Milne, he had drinking issues as well.
Didn't they all back
Yeah, they did. To be fair, coming into the United team in the
If you
80s
didn't
when
drink,
you've got
you had an
drinking
issue.
issues ain't a good idea. Do you know
What's
what I
wrong
mean?
with
That's
you?
like moving into a crackhead when you've got crack house when you've got drug issues. But he did score against the Scousers, I think, Ralph Milne, so we'll give him some credit. But then he became like, there's like a section of fans who sort of made him a bit of a cult hero because he was so bad and because like
It's going to happen again.
it's a bit funny. And then I think they met him as well and had a drink with him and he was sound and it was like, I don't know,
Getting
like a
the
drink with
pints
her,
in.
yeah. So it became a bit of a thing like the Ralph Milne ultras. But
It's
I think
happening-
it was more affectionate than
Piss take.
Yeah, because I know one of the lads who runs it, and they said like they had a night where he came and met him, and they were sort of they got on with him. It wasn't like they were taking the piss out of him.
I think we're going to lose this game. It's happening again where all of a sudden we can't touch the ball and they're having loads of shots. One of them's going to go in. These subs need to work out. Last 5 minutes, what was it? They've had 85% possession and about 6 shots on target.
On away from home, you will get a spell where the home team just rallies. It's just whether you can weather that and then
That's the problem is recently we've not been able to weather it, have we?
I do hear it. Because we did it against Newcastle, didn't we? We had that spell where we had loads of the ball and we were getting out of the middle. We didn't fucking do anything with it.
Great pass.
It usually always happens.
Oh, lucky Bruno. Not late there, is he? And that's
How late, you son of a bitch!
Surely that's a booking now, even if it's just adding him up. If you think that's a foul, surely we're onto a booking now. How many fouls has he had?
To be fair, I don't think there's a lot in that. I think there's both. Just gone for it.
But if he's giving it, I mean,
right,
he obviously thinks it's a foul, doesn't he?
Yeah, I hear that.
And I twittered him for that.
He has booked him good.
He should be off now then. Because he should have had that booking in the first minute. Or the first 5 minutes.
People have to start putting the frighteners on refs, you know. If people are being too nice to them, and therefore they think they can fucking
Bit of the
do
old
whatever
Andy
they want.
D'Urso tactics,
Serious?
remember?
Because ref, let's be nice to refs. Fuck these refs, man. There's a reason people don't like them. They're shit.
Who's saying let's be nice to refs? What's that?
Like, you know, little campaigns and that.
Steve's t-shirt.
Yeah,
Respect
let's be
refs.
nice to refs.
Kiss a ref.
There's a Twitter page called Ref Support. Followed me the other day. I thought, use that in for a
Did he have
fucking
like
shot.
4 followers?
Yeah, and it was just all current Premier League refs.
So
there we go.
I support locking them all up.
Why are you going back into trouble there?
Why? Did you see who's on the ball?
No. That's on. Good pass that. Brilliant
That's a pass by Maguire, to be fair.
He's had a good game today, you know. He actually has. He has.
Yeah, he has. I'll give you that.
Fucking hell, Garnacho, man. You got yourself booked there.
Get him off. Get off. Oh, of course you've booked him first one. Well done, ref. You are superb, you fucking twat.
That is a booking, but it's only a booking first time when it's Garnacho, not when it's Paulinho in the first half. Because, it is a booking. But he just done what Paulinho did to Bruno in the first half and didn't get booked for it.
Yeah, he's not. I thought he started brightly, Garnacho, but
him and Anthony, second half, have both mistakes. Been really poor. Just who we got to bring on. Put Mount on the left? Or that's a good pass from Onana there.
Do you know how much money £80 million is? Because I don't, you know.
Well, it depends what you're buying, doesn't it? If you're buying a house, you've got the best house in England. And if you're buying, weapons,
who's injured now?
You've got the cap of a fucking missile. What's this? I'm looking at the...
We bought a weapon. His name's Anthony.
That's nice, that.
Nice.
Lovely stuff.
Probably be more useful if we chucked him at a fucking goalkeeper,
to be
his fair.
knee there?
Yeah, that didn't look too good for him. Is that Santiago?
I don't know. It's either very sore or he's done his ligaments there because his knee went away from him, didn't it?
Everyone's walked off the pitch, he's fucked. When everyone goes, lads, we've got a 5-minute break here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Then when everyone started having a drink break the other day and the ref was like, what are you drinking for? No drinks. Go and have a sick. Side of the pit. Imagine that football just like.
When I was a kid, I used to go watch the Sunday League.
Zidane and that used to do that.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to go watch Sunday League near our house, and they always do it at half time. All the players just stood there having a cigarette, arguing with each other.
So good.
My dad used to do it while we were playing.
Who was it, like Nainggolan and that for Roma and stuff? He used to just smoke all the time, didn't he?
Who was that?
What was it, Raja Nainggolan?
Yeah.
He was just known for like everyone trying to stop him smoking his whole career. He's like,
was a big one.
Fuck off.
Yeah, Bobby Charlton used to smoke, didn't he? Back in the day, it was like, all right.
But that was before they even knew it was unhealthy.
Yeah. Doctors smoked.
Right,
Doctors smoked. You'd be having a fag hanging out your mouth when you're like delivering a baby.
Always like 8 out of 10
operating on someone.
8 out of 10 doctors trust Marlborough.
Yeah.
You're like, does that mean it's healthy, or does it doctors are equally as addicted and thick as us? I'm not sure.
Have you watched that documentary on the vapes?
No. Yes, really good. I enjoyed that.
But
what's it called? Jewel, innit?
Jewel. I found that in my head, the tobacco industry paid for them to get fucked.
Yeah, but they sold out because they sold.
Yeah, but
to their
like all the lawsuits and everything.
Big tobacco.
I feel like a lot of them, like you see that woman that was like, I represent mothers and that. It's like,
yeah.
You're someone's paying you to do all this. You know what I mean?
That, to be fair.
Like it felt like it was by the tobacco industry.
Have you ever seen the film The Insider?
Come on.
Mate,
wait.
With Al Pacino and Russell Crowe.
No.
It's about the whistleblowers. It's a true story about the whistleblower in Big Tobacco. Jeffrey Wygand,
I've
he worked for Big Tobacco as a doctor, and his job was to try and make it more addictive, cigarettes, and he blew the whistle on the tobacco companies, and he just shows you all the tricks and everything.
The film I was thinking of was Big Short. It's the one with Michael Scott.
I love that.
Is that Michael Scott? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Michael
He's
Scott.
minting that.
Michael Scott, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. It's literally him in that film. That's why the financial crisis happened. They put him in charge of the money.
Go on, Rasmus.
Penalty. Yeah.
Isn't there that?
Imagine if he just gave that.
Yeah, just give it though. Might do.
Go on, Facundo. Well done.
Twat it to Garnacho. That's the one.
Beautiful pass. Yes. That's okay. Keep
That's
it.
all right. That's
Keep
all
it.
right. Just keep possession.
Don't be offside there, please.
Is that Johnny Evans out there?
It's not, is it?
It's Diogo Dalot.
Thank God. Nice. Well done, Fecund.
Might be offside. Gary might.
Go on then.
Shoot that.
Inside. Oh, he's gone for the
Next time,
Mbappe
shoot
style,
it.
hasn't he?
Fuck you.
Yeah, he needed Leno to not be to be Anthony Souls the other way.
We're getting a point at best in this game.
I'll take that.
I feel sorry for Hoyland, you know. Just
Yeah,
there
we
again,
brought.
innit?
I bet
Look at him. He's just
He didn't
running
think he'd be running around like he plays for
Look at him,
Stoke.
He's like Chris Wood playing
Is
for
anyone-
Burnley or something, innit?
I'd love
He's
to
one of them,
see-
innit? He's just running after everything, getting no chances, just grafting his ass off and not
Yeah.
getting a goal at the end of it.
I'd love to see how many times people have tried to pass to him in the box today.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
No, I reckon it's like literally zero.
Play
Like,
Gary.
they've tried to cross it to him, or they've tried to put it in the box for him.
Oh,
There's one.
come on, man. We've got to be better than that.
Well done, Chris. Behind him there. It's a bad pass, that.
It is a bad pass.
I know he slipped over, but the ball was 2 foot behind him.
We're sticking with this 72 minutes in, yeah. Is this what we're doing?
Just brought Palistrian, haven't we? Who would you bring on? Mount for
This is what I
Garnacho,
mean.
maybe?
There's no one.
McTominay or Ericsson,
I
get
think
one of them.
McTominay's
off.
been bad today, to be honest. I'm not saying he's been great.
There's a
but
reason we're not scoring.
Yeah.
Because the midfield isn't creating
I'd
nothing.
bring on Hannibal.
For
Or Hannibal.
Maybe for, I don't know, Ericsson's looks like
I don't
he might
know
be
why
getting
we
knackered.
signed Mount, you know. It's a waste of time, man. Spent 60 million on him for no
I
reason.
think it's too early.
Managers looked at him and thought, I don't like him. It's mental, you know.
That's just
absolutely
wasteful.
mental.
Go on, no,
We've
it's
got
not.
away with
No,
it.
it didn't.
Go on, Garnacho.
Well done.
Played Rasmus, get Bruno in! Oh, I didn't see him.
Unlucky lad.
He got that space.
Don't
as
foul
well.
him. In fact, he should have fouled him actually because they're breaking. Go on,
He's
Tommy,
going to
get in
find
there.
a world-class pass out of nowhere. Remember them times when he'd get into the final third and fuck it for us?
Stay with him.
Shite.
When Andres
Just
Pereira
left him
left,
now and again.
he's one of the worst Brazilians I'd ever seen at the club, and somehow he's better than the one we've got currently.
Casemiro?
Huh?
Casemiro? I know, you don't need to say that. I'm joking.
I need to say it. I'm tired, Robbie.
That's nice.
Go on, Ali.
That's a lovely pass.
Go
that
on,
from Bruno.
turn him, skin him.
Bruno's
Roast
had
him.
some really good passes
Roast
this
him.
half.
Go on,
Skin
he's
him.
fucking shit.
Skin him.
Oh!
Bruno's
That's
not.
it. We're not going to
Oh,
get
If
it.
even Bruno's not appealing, then it can't be.
He looked.
No point in appealing anyway.
He's more than 8 going to give it.
I
I'm excited for no
thought he was
reason.
stopping it to check the VAR. Can he fuck off
Come
now?
on, take him off now.
There should be a
I'm
rule
running
how
out
many
of
times you're
sympathy
allowed
for
to
him
stop
now.
the game like that. Like, if you hurt, go off.
Garnacho's number's
He's
wrong
crying,
there.
so he's obviously hurting.
If you want me to be really annoying
Feel bad
about
for the
everything.
ball.
You are.
Garnacho's number's wrong there.
It is. Garnacho ain't number 10. Be shit doing your ACL, wouldn't it, if you're a footballer?
Yeah, I think that's what they say.
Isn't it the one? It'd be shit scoring no goal, wouldn't it?
Especially back in the day. There was that kid that Oliver Kay did a book on, played for United, was it Adrian Doherty? Did his ACL twice, I think. And in those days, they didn't, like,
They didn't
he
replace
did it, and then, like, he came back and then did it again. And he was in, like, I think he was just before the class of '92, but he was the player everyone raved about. Like, it was going to be the next big thing, was meant to be better than Giggs. And obviously did that. And he ended up...
he's crying, poor fella.
Not even being a footballer in the end.
Shit, that.
Must be a bad one, that.
Yeah. Back in the... Before that, I thought you meant age and age ago. In
My
like the
heart's
50s,
broken, you know.
If you had an ACL, they didn't even fix it. They just took the scraps out and kicked you back out there. You were done.
Well, even in the 80s and stuff, like, the treatment weren't great. Your ACL, that was like...
They just put a bit of Bernard Matthews wafer-thin ham where the ACL used to be and put you back on the pitch.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him there. That is shit, that.
United's players are looking at him and thinking, he feels better than me.
Yeah.
No, they're thinking, oh my God, he gets a year off. Wicked.
We should do that.
Yeah. I'd love a year off.
Look at him. Getting off the pitch.
What,
We are like a chump. Stood here,
full
still
pay
playing.
for doing nothing.
Hey.
To be fair,
We should be crying.
Yeah,
full pay for doing
They
nothing.
must be tears of joy.
Yeah.
Why is he going back to the bench if he's crying? What? Put a bit of ice on it. That'll fit. What? That's weird.
Be funny when he plays next week.
I know. He's crying. Maybe he's crying because it just hurts.
Maybe he really thought he was going to score today against United.
I've banged my knee. I've hit it on my desk.
Peter Griffey one.
Yeah. Maybe just that. Mum, I've stubbed me toe. But you're fine.
Remember that cry where nothing would come out?
Fuck off!
That was poor by Hoyland then, because the ball was there.
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what any of them are doing anymore.
No, I don't. We're drifting.
Honestly.
This game's drifting. We look like we had some semblance of something in the first half.
We can be drifted.
This year.
Drifted all the way.
Go on, Dolo.
Drifted
Look at that.
Who's on? There you
Class.
go. Turn, pass. Turn.
And again,
pass.
one more.
Turn, pass. Lovely. Shite.
Awful Bruno
Awful.
Fernandes.
Ruined it. Ruined my life.
Drifting
That's a booking, ref.
on the show. He didn't even play on.
No, it's not a foul. That you're allowed to just jump in through the back.
He didn't even play on the ball.
Inside. No. Yeah, well done.
Twat it over there.
Well done.
Scott
Terminator with the link up.
Dictating the play in the middle of the park.
Dictator.
You can be drifted all the way.
We'll have that corner. Here we go.
Don't check the comments
I put my phone on the floor,
because you'll
face
see
down.
someone scores.
Oh, we ain't scoring then,
I
innit?
know, but don't look at the. Ruined it.
I didn't look at the comments.
Okay, thank you. We'll look at the comments afterwards, by the way. But just.
Is he winded?
He's holding his belly. Looks like he's winded. Yeah.
When they're playing in your
It's so
song,
scary when you get winded. Then when you're like, oh my God, I've actually got no ability to breathe.
Manchester United, bunch of bouncing Busby babes. He got a whole load of Calvin Bassey in his chest.
Yeah, he did. Let's see.
Bunch of bouncing Busby babes. They deserve to be United.
Yeah, he just got winded, didn't he?
Go on, Scotty.
Come on.
Scotty McT.
You'll
Seen it
see
before.
football talk by Matt Busby, oh Manchester. Manchester United. Bunch of bouncing Busby babes. They deserve to be United.
When they're playing in town, get yourself to that football ground. Take a lesson, you will see. Football taught by Matt Busby,
oh Manchester.
Here we go.
Manchester
Andy
United.
Martial and Mason
Bunch of
Mount coming on.
Busby babes, they deserve to be.
And it's
United.
Rasmus Højlund and Eriksson coming off. Feel for
Why are we
Højlund,
taking
man.
Højlund off all the time, brother?
He's not doing it, is he?
No, but
He's not playing back. He's not doing anything wrong.
put Marshall
but he's just not
there.
evolving.
Marshall might actually pass to him. Then he could score. Because Garnacho and Anthony, I can't say Pellistri's just come on, but Garnacho and Anthony, greedy bastards. I feel sorry for you, brother.
Yeah, me too.
He's going to be annoyed he's been subbed. He's not going to be annoyed himself that he's not
Just leave.
scored.
Get out
I'll just leave,
right
yeah.
now.
Go back to Atlanta. Like, you don't want to stay here, bro. It's horrible.
Take Ahmad with you.
Oh,
I'm mad. Don't get rid of him. Yeah, he's not playing.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm
if
doing
his
it for
name's
their sakes.
Mohammed
not our
Ahmad
sakes.
Bruce Lee. He's
You
not
can't
gorgeous
change
George.
the fighter. If I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know if it tastes good or not.
That's
Now you
not-
put a leash on a Turkish or else you'll get bitten.
Don't get
you
bitten
don't
now,
want to get bitten now, do you, sweetheart?
What? A lot of people won't have seen this film. Is this Snatch or Lock, Stock?
Snatch.
Snatch.
I don't care if his name's Mohammed Ahmad Bruce Lee. Whenever I hear Ahmad, that's what it reminds
You
me.
can't change the fighter.
10 minutes left, probably 15 minutes left really with stoppage. Stoppage
Manchester United. You know what we need to do more of at United?
Score goals.
Score goals.
Stop conceding goals.
Just sink Ten
winning
Hag's
matches.
Yeah. What?
No!
What is he doing? Why are you overthinking it?
Why are you
Garnacho's
applauding
running
him, Bruno?
through?
That was terrible.
Garnacho's running into space there. Don't overthink it. Just make the pass. Christ. Go on then. What? Oh my God. Is that even a foul? Martial barely touches him there. Pereira coming off. Christ alive. What was my prediction for this game? 1-0?
Can't remember.
Sub.
They could overread.
Yeah. Hoyland looking pissed off on the bench, isn't he? Not kicking off, he's just like that.
Probably just fuming with everything, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
He's
he's not going to be happy being subbed. He's not going to be happy he's not scored again.
Yeah.
No, it's not his fault necessarily, but it's been a frustrating game.
We just don't
And
get
he's
the
ran
ball in
himself
the box.
into the ground again.
We don't get the ball in the box, do we?
No,
It's terrible.
this is what I mean. Like,
Well done, Harry.
would it have killed us, like we were saying before about swapping the wingers around? Would that have really hurt us today?
It's got to be worth a go at some point.
Because
surely.
Anthony didn't really do anything
No.
when he was on. And was he still on now? Actually,
No,
he came
gone
off Leicester. I forgot.
Leicester.
Football
And-
talk by Matt Busby
and,
Manchester.
it's not been
You
one
know
of
we
the
haven't drawn a
better
game
games.
this season, innit?
No, I
Yeah.
know.
We either win or lose. Usually lose.
Well done, Scott. Go on, find a pass then. Yeah, nice.
Megsies.
Go on, Alejandro. Do it all on your
It's a
own.
foul.
It's a foul and a booking.
That wasn't a
He was
foul.
away.
It was. He stepped
That
between
was
his
not a
legs.
foul.
He's put his
No,
stick
I'm
in
happy
his
we've
spoke.
got
It
the
is.
foul.
Thank you.
But I'm happy we've got. That's not a foul.
I think he spoked him there.
Let's have a look here.
I think he chucks a little
I thought
stick
he
in his
waits him.
spoke.
That's not a foul, bro. It's not a foul, is it?
No, he kicks him.
How
He
is
kicks
that?
him.
That's
Kicks
not
his right
a
leg.
foul,
Kicks his right
mate.
leg.
If our fullback does that to their winger, we go, what the fuck are these refs doing? My opinion, that's not a foul.
Could have killed him.
I think the foul got given because he should have given one just before that.
Oh, Bruno's placing this like he's hitting it.
Oh, you don't, you
He
dare.
can't.
Mate.
He can't.
Should we just go upstairs and do the review and that now?
What's the result? 1-0 Fulham.
0-0.
Wall or Rosed?
Outside the
Rosed.
stadium.
If he hits
Outside
it, it's
the stadium.
Rosed. Oh, decent effort. Bounced
fair,
just
yeah,
before
it's
Well,
that.
is it though? He's never going in.
No, but we got possession higher up the pitch. Well done, Palistri.
Why didn't he just let it go for a corner then?
Because we're not going to do it from a corner either, are we? Come on then.
Played.
Well done, that's good. Out wide. Yeah.
Oh! First time we've had a good cross into the box.
It's very
It's just
difficult for him,
behind
to
him,
be
innit?
fair.
Needs
Just
to
behind
catch it
him.
more with full of his foot, like
And,
full force of his foot. Kind of just flicks it on.
It's behind him, innit? He don't get the right connection. It's hard, that, because the ball's not where he wants it to be.
But he needs to catch it on the volley rather than a bicycle kick,
Yeah.
innit? Like, get more power behind it. Straight. Hit that straighter.
That's all right, well done. Slightly better there from United, last few minutes. United fans have been fantastic today.
I
by the way.
see
You can hear
the
him the whole time.
Making noise.
in the rising.
Come on.
I think our songs are too fast.
You know that one, don't go out tonight unless you're red and white.
Yeah.
I used to think for some reason it was called Unless You're Wearing White when I started singing it. I was singing that for months until, obviously I was a bit worse for wear at the time, but until it was pointing out I was getting it all wrong.
My dad used to get one horribly wrong as well. I'm trying to remember what song it was. It was funny though.
Nice. Everyone's getting booked now.
Go on, you fucking scouser.
Now the ref just forgot what it means to not even book someone.
Oh, where was this energy in the first half?
Right on his knee, that. Ouch. Ouchie.
How? What do you think he asked for with that fringe? He went, just the faintest of blonde tippies.
Yeah, gives a little bit
Nah.
of blonde.
It's so barely blonde.
That's an accident there. Andres Pereira dyed his hair. And then Harry
headbutt.
Harry
Yeah,
Wilson
some of the
walked past him and
collateral
went,
damage.
"Hey!"
Yeah.
You fucking twat, you fucking.
He fucked it.
No!
Well done. Oh, he's got the ball!
Fuck off!
A genuinely awful decision.
He's just put his foot round and won the ball back, hasn't he? This game is just
This game is
turning
fucking
into
shit.
Just nothing.
But you know what? We're shit, man.
We know that. We already knew that. We knew that wasn't going to change today. We already knew that. We just needed to scrape a win. Just anything. Just get something. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it was good from Mount. Now find a pass. Hold on.
Great pass.
Pull it back. Pull it back.
No, you
Couldn't
got to
find
give it
his
there,
balance.
lad. Crowd it out.
Play Bruno. Oh my God.
Hold on, Bruno.
Fouled him. He's fouled him there, you know.
Did he get... What, have we given a throw-in?
I think they have, but it was a foul.
Yeah, it is a throw-in. Does he get games for the national team, Palhinha? Does he play?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
No, I'm not. Obviously, they know each other, but I don't.
Yeah.
I wonder if he plays for him.
Fuck off.
Oh, push, right.
What can we do to entertain ourselves for the next
Score.
10 minutes? No, we're not scoring.
Tomorrow,
Be
we
realistic.
scored in the first half. So, got indigestion off of that smoothie.
Hey?
Orange juice has turned me fucking lungs inside out.
He's megged him again.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Making Alexa Iwobi look like...
Yes!
Mate.
Such a clear yellow, innit? Innit? Is that the most, like, textbook yellow
He's
card?
so
in
late.
history? So late.
Like...
His feet are on the ground, so it can't be a red.
Yeah.
But he could not be later there. Shouldn't have even gone for it.
It's so bad this season. This season is so fucking shit. Like...
Look at some of the players.
That discussion about our player of the year before, player of the season, has just depressed me.
Yeah.
Like... We're just awful.
Who did we decide on? Dallo?
I think someone said Dallo. I said maybe I said Hoyland, but then the counter to that is he's still not scored any goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's played all right, but he's not
And
scored.
the counter to Dallo is the game the other night.
Like,
against
Dallo's not exactly. You know, you can't have the Dallo's your best player this season.
Here's a geezer that never scores who's going to come on and score.
Jimenez.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
written in it.
Free kick to Fulham.
It's written.
He hasn't scored. I don't think he's scored a goal since his injury.
Pretty much where you place it for a left footer. This
Just Wilson as well. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Harold Wilson.
Is he an old Prime Minister?
Howard Wilson, yeah. He's Prime Minister twice.
Over.
Prime Minister twice.
Prime Minister twice. Prime Minister twice. Once more than
Boris.
Starmer. Prime Minister twice.
Fuck Keir Starmer, prick. Pussy hole.
It won't be coming off.
Someone needs to fling some stuff at these people, you know. How we're letting these politicians walk around without getting eggs and stuff dashed at them is beyond me, you know.
John Prescott style.
Like everywhere they should be getting
I love
abuse.
the fact that John Prescott started
Everywhere
dishing
you
out
go.
hooks, didn't he, when he got jabs.
Yeah, I
See
like that. I respect that, you know.
Yeah, just that 1 hour in people.
Yeah, man. People like, you know, when that geezer threw the shoe at George Bush.
He threw
People
two.
should be
The
doing
best thing about that is he
Why
threw
aren't we
that.
doing more of that?
He threw one, and then he managed to get another one
Joe
off.
Biden couldn't dodge it. Just dash it clean at his head.
Hey, Joe Biden can move, bro.
Joe Biden ain't moving for
If he slips underneath it,
Exactly.
Yeah, he will slip. He's
if he
gone.
happens to be doing one
If
of
he
his
slips,
falls
he's
at the
done.
moment. Oh God. Well done, Mason. Well done, Dalot. Well done, Mason. Now what? Slicey. Well done. Go on then. Good turn from Pellistri there. You got him there. Well done, lad. Go on, lad.
Played. Oh.
Push.
Played.
Well done. Oh! Done Pellistri there.
Unlucky, man. Played though. He's caused that. Scott should have went down then, you know. Yeah! Fucking come on! Yes! Where's my shoe gone?
You are a Leeds fan.
Looking down, just one.
Where's the shoe gone?
It's there. It's inside the table.
Oh my God.
Right, how's this going to be disallowed then?
Shut up. Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
Are we disallowing this one then, lads? Oh, thank God for that. What a finish as well.
Yes, brother.
Fucking hell. Yes. Pellistri, sensational work there.
Just
never giving up there. 2 blocks, winning the ball back. Brilliant. And then Bruno here. Look at this. Dumsies. Where is it in a sec?
His pass to Scott McTominay was awful.
This little dummy here. Bosh.
You see what he did to Paulinho? Watch this. Number 28 knocks Paulinho over. It's like bowling. Watch this. Woohoo!
He just takes him out.
Yes!
It's a great finish as well.
Is that his second goal of the season? He's not scored many this.
Nah, he's got, I think he said at the start before it was 3 in it. He scored a penalty, didn't he? He scored the one against Burnley.
Yeah.
And I'm missing one as well. I feel like there's another one I'm missing.
Go on, Eric, you big, bold, beautiful bastard.
Did he score against Forest as well?
Go on, Reds.
Did he score another? I'm pretty sure he's got 3 before this game.
The Reds behind the goal there deserved that.
Yeah, they've been fucking unreal
today. They've been class today.
Literally the whole time.
Who the fuck am Man United? Who the fuck am... Oh, God. Hambo! Oh! Don't pop a booby Diop us, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Go on, don't make me look at my match day programme and cry when I see it. Go on!
Collector's item like that, Macca.
Yep. If anyone wants me to sign their Fulham match day programme, let me know. Oh no, what? You're going to disallow the goal?
Oh, I thought no. I think it was maybe for a handball or something from that block shot. Wait, what?
Subby.
There he is.
Garnacho coming off for Rafael Varane.
Do you know what I found interesting and what worried me after the game against Newcastle the other day?
What?
Steve McLaren walked onto the pitch here.
Yeah.
And a few of them had already walked in, but there was still like a group left, and Bruno was in front of them. And he was like, say thank you to, and Bruno kind of just walked past him, like a few of them just walked. And then there was like 1 or 2 that just kind of didn't leave the centre circle, but done it, if you get me, like half. And he was like...
People made a big deal out of the fact that Mount claps the fans on Twitter. I wasn't there, obviously, but people were saying...
Your mic's the wrong way round.
It went flying when I jumped up, sorry.
It did, no,
yeah, people made a big deal of the fact that Mount clapped all the fans. He did like a, like for want of a better expression, a lap of the stadium when no one else did. Which,
yeah, I'm not very, like when people go, I've not said thank you to the away fans. I don't get too.
No, I'm the same.
Touchy. I get it, but I don't get too touchy over that because when you're disappointed, you do things you don't know, right?
Yeah, like I remember being in Olympiacos and none of them clapped off, like they clapped the fans, and loads of the fans going berserk. But I didn't care. When you just deflated, and I thought
I get it. Also,
it was a terrible performance, and if they come over and give it all that, I don't want to see it. Oh,
fucking nothing like United fans, is there? We're so shit. Look at them.
I know.
But what I want to hear more of is Eric Ten Hag, Red and White Army.
Louis van Gaal's army.
We're doing shit.
Louis van Gaal's army.
But it seems to be at the moment, we boo his decisions when he makes a sub. Johnny, Harry, talk to each other, man.
That's right.
Also, but Harry can see that Johnny's there.
Yeah. We won it back. Maguire won it back.
No, I agree with you there. I think that's a really good point. And I hate booing. I'm sorry.
I hate it as well.
I hate the boo, because people saying, the other day, people were booing when Højlund got pulled off instead of Rashford. Ooh.
You'd be so lucky.
I just think it's not a good look.
Is that a shot?
And also, even if you think Rashford's playing shit, it's not going to help him booing the fact that he's staying on the pitch.
It's also like we brought Marshall off and people kind of jeered that. And he was like, but he doesn't play most of the week. So what are we?
Yeah,
like we're just booing everything at this point.
I just don't get it. Like I get fans will go, well, you got the right to say whatever you want at a game, but it doesn't help. I don't think it achieves anything.
Come on, ref, blow up.
Yes!
That's got to be it. Take
Forever
your
and ever, we'll follow the boys of Man United. The Busby Babes, forever and ever. I was about to make an inappropriate joke.
Good. I'm glad you didn't. Hold on.
Stop shooting!
You don't need to do
He's
that.
just booting it, innit? It's got to be full time when
If
he
you had
when
a
he
brain,
kicks
you'd be
this.
dangerous, you know.
It's got to be full time when he kicks this, surely.
Now, we scored in injury time, though, didn't we?
It was like bang on the turn, though.
Ref, he's all over Rafael Varane there. Go on, Bruno. Twat it.
Fuck off, ref.
Go on, Tony.
Right, take it in that corner. Take it in that corner.
Go score.
Fuck off. Take it in that corner.
Meg him. Oh! I hate to say it, Marshall's changed the game.
Fuck off. Right, come on, ref. It's
that's it now.
half minutes
That's
now.
it. It's got to be it now.
You might be right about it. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but Delo loves a shot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to call that a shot, being
Okay.
very
He
kind
loves
to him.
kicking the ball.
You giving him another go?
That was so strange by Maguire.
What are you doing, ref? Get on with it.
Just
Blow
blow
the
the
whistle,
whistle,
you
what's it?
fucking idiot.
Is that fella that used to play for Spurs? Carlos Vinicius Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't be asked.
Come on, full time.
You know what everyone's
surely.
just thinking now,
You're
like,
so cold,
mate,
Jay.
I know, everyone says that.
Fucking hell.
Everyone says it. Like,
Jesus, cold hand of death.
I need a fucking Rennie after this. Christ alive.
You need a Muhlenstein after
Yeah,
this.
yay!
I'm gonna believe
that.
us.
Thank God for
We're gonna
that.
finish 8th.
Oh, I'm so happy we won that. Honestly, I didn't think. Adam, did you think we were winning that?
Nah, I thought a draw was a good result.
Yeah, me too. We deserved it as well, I think. Maybe, just about. Who cares anyway? I don't even care if we deserved it or not. We'll be breaking the full thing down in the review in just a few minutes as well. Stay where you are because you get automatically redirected to the review. So stay where you are. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the review. Thank you. Anything you want to say, Jay, before we go?
No, just massive relief. Hopefully a bit of pressure off Erik Ten Hag.
Yeah.
We criticised his team selection, questioned it, but he got it right because we won. That's what mattered. You said it. We needed to win. We won. So you've got to give the manager credit for that. Hopefully now we can build on that because get a couple more wins for the international break and then happy days.
And Roy Thompson with a lovely way to end this stream, I think. 4 wins in our last 5 in the league for Manchester United. Is that right? I think that is right, isn't it? 4 in our last 5.
Some may say we're back.
Some may say we're back. Certainly moving in the right direction.
What is it?
In the league. 4 wins in our last 5?
Oh, we lost 2 on the spin. That's not right.
When?
No, league games.
Oh, league. I thought you meant like. Sorry.
4 wins in our last 5 in the league.
That's
I think.
decent. Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Getting somewhere. Right, we're back in a few minutes. We'll break all that down, go through that VAR decision,
look at
go
that,
through the goal, talk who was good, talk who was bad, and we'll celebrate together for once as Manchester United fans in just a few minutes. Like I said, stay where you are. We'll see you in a bit.